It's a beautiful night for football on the Rev Game of the Week. I'm Jeff Porsche, and I'll be joined by Patrick Email soon. We are at Spartan Stadium for homecoming night for East Ascension High School. It's Prairieville at East Ascension coming up in just a moment. We'll take a break right now, and then we'll get back to the introductions, starting lineups, and opening kickoff. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Ask you to look for a member of the EA tennis team to buy a copy of tonight's game.
It's game time. That's right. Get ready to rev up, raise the bar, go from 0 to 100. That's why Rev is bringing the speed, buku speed, high-powered internet speed that tackles every upload, download, and stream. With the most reliable network born right here in Louisiana, all backed by homegrown support. It's time to experience the power of buku speed. Make the switch to Rev. Visit us at letsrev.com.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
Mark your calendars for the first annual City of Gonzales Fall Fest. Join us on Sunday, October 27th at the Price of Law Pace Center from noon to 4 p.m. Enjoy a fantastic range of free fall activities and be entertained by the soulful sounds of Jamel Richardson. It's an event full of fun and music that you won't want to miss. From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
We're Rev Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs, reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. Rev Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Welcome back to homecoming night at East Ascension High School. I'm Jeff Porsche, and Patrick Email will be joining me shortly. It's going to be Prairieville at East Ascension, and since it's homecoming night, we're going to take a look right now at the homecoming court, which will be presented at halftime. As you see, one of the members right there. But let's take a look at some of the girls that are on our court in just a moment as we wait and see the band, which will be playing everybody in just a second. But you see the court right there. Presley Kling, Olivia Puccio, Anna Bourgeois, Tyrion Turner, Chloe Bailey, and Olivia Rochester. Next group, you have Sophia Turo, Ava Voyon, Audrey Galindo, Alasia Hill, Cameron Bailey, Miranda Vargas. And in our final group of girls, Heaven Danielfield, Reese Babin, Lola Thoreau, Abigail Yamson, Brooklyn Battle, and Hattie LeBlanc. So one of these girls will be crowned homecoming queen at halftime. We'll catch that ceremony. As you see, every school here in Ascension Parish now has an LED display. As on the left side, Prairieville, you can see them moving into the picture right there. They're the visitors, and they are moving on to the field, and we're about to get the East Ascension Spartans out on the field as well. But while we wait for that, let's take a look at what happened last week in 5A high school football. And the two teams at the top of the rankings, you have Dutchtown and Walker, who are both unbeaten in district. And then you see the results last week. East Ascension had that big win over Live Oak. Walker defeated Prairieville 39-6, and Dutchtown defeated Santa Ma in the other game 24-21. But East Ascension, you see right there, 2-3, 1-1. Prairieville is 1-4, 0-2. And one result that happened last night that we can tell you about, you see Denham Springs and Live Oak, they played their next game. They played last night. Live Oak defeated Denham Springs by a score of 21-6. So that's why you see Live Oak has played 3 district games so far. So what have you seen so far on the district season, Coach?
The one thing for certain that we know about this district is there is no certainty about this district because Live Oak got the big win against Denham Springs last night. Even Prairieville last week kept Walker from running time.
Yep.
So little milestones like that for Prairieville, while you don't believe in moral victory, so to speak, Jeff, but they're making progress. We saw that in the Dutchtown Prairieville game, and then last week for Prairieville against Walker. Be interesting to see how they do tonight as well. But all the games in the district are kind of like the old SEC West kind of battles that you don't know who's going to win.
Very competitive. Now the coach's notebook, not much of one tonight because this is the first year for Prairieville, so this is their first ever meeting. Mike Schmidt, 1-4 in his career. Then you have first-year coach Brock Mathern. He's 2-3 so far in his career. He, of course, replaces Darnell Lee, who's moved over to the west side at Donaldsonville.
Yeah, Mike Schmidt, he's searching for that first district win. Got his first win as the head coach of Prairieville. It's going to come. Just don't know when, obviously. But Brock Mathern trying to make a home and turn EA's culture around a little bit, and with a big win last week is doing so.
And as far as homecoming goes, the homecoming notebook for East Ascension, this is homecoming game number 57. All time they're 35-21. They've won 6 of their last 7. Of course, we saw the girls that are part of the homecoming court. One of them will be crowned queen. The king has already been crowned, and that's Deron McZeal. We'll get you a photo of him a little bit later tonight. And last year, I was here for the game against Live Oak, and it was a wild second quarter. I believe East Ascension scored about 35 points in that second quarter and won going away 48-9. So that's kind of what we have in store for you tonight, and it looks like the Spartans are about to come out, and here they come.
Jeff, Deron McZeal, that's BFFs. I mean, best friends for a long time with Josh Lewis. It's amazing that now at 2 different schools, but they both were crowned king, respectively, for their high schools.
Right. And
pretty neat.
Lewis at Dutchtown. Deron McZeal started his high school career at Dutchtown. His freshman year, he was at DTHS, and then he has been here for, this is his 3rd year at East Ascension. His mom came over as an admin here at East Ascension, and he has done a good job as a leader on the football field and on the basketball court. Now, we're going to get the national anthem right now.
Remain standing for the presentation of the colors and the playing of our national anthem. Today's colors are being presented by the East Ascension High School Naval Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, with the national flag presented by Cadet Yitzhak Escalante, the state flag by Cadet Damian Pattison, the right rifleman Cadet Dejamir Gray, and left rifleman Cadet Montel Cole. Tonight's national anthem will be sung by the EA Alumni Choir. Tonight we have former choir members joining us with Spartan alumni from the classes of 1981 all the way to 2023. We also have 2 former choir directors returning to Spartan Stadium, Miss Kathy Elazar and Miss Erin Purdue Brownfield. The Spartan Alumni Choir is under the direction of Miss Tina Johnson.
stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare above bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors, that star-spangled banner yet wave. O'er the land of the free and the home of the
So the national anthem is performed by the EA alumni singers, and a good job by them and the JROTC corps. And we are just about ready for the coin toss and the opening kickoff. It's very interesting. Some of the notorious or famous alumni that were out there for East Ascension.
Good evening,
doing
ladies
the
and gentlemen.
national
Welcome
anthem. We
to
talked
Spartan
about-
Stadium
you
tonight.
noticed one that works at Dutchtown. You have one that works at Prairieville High, Aaron Purdue at Prairieville High in charge of the choir, and then you saw Taylor Robinson out there. And there are lots of people out there that became very famous in Ascension Parish school board life.
The writer of the Dutchtown alma mater was also out there.
Kathy Ellisar, right?
Yes, indeed. So I had to mess, I won't say the old people still got it. The older folks still can do it. I texted Taylor just now just to mess with it a little bit. Little pitchy.
Yeah.
Like I know.
Right. Well, you might know your experience with that. But let's look at the captains right there. You got Deron McZeal, Ernest Mitchell, Trenton Palmer, and Justin Oob on the East Ascension side for this homecoming night. And then you see number 25, Austin Gaines, as well as a couple of other Prairieville players. See number 53 and number 54. That's Talon Burns and Joshua Dunaway.
Yeah, that green's going to be a little challenging to see.
It's a nice color combo, though, for Prairieville.
I do like the color combo.
And so here we go. So Prairieville has won and it has deferred. So East Ascension will get the ball first, and they have their great color combo with the blue jerseys, blue helmets, and the white pants. They're going to go from right to left, and they're going to try to score and get a lead early on Prairieville. And Prairieville's defense has given up a lot of points this season, but one thing that if you haven't seen Prairieville this season, and this is their third REV appearance, they're giving up a lot of points, and they've been losing by some big margins. But we got to make note that this is really a very young team. Most of the team is sophomores and a bunch of freshmen. There are very few upperclassmen, juniors, and seniors on this team because everybody who had an option to stay, most people who had an option to stay and leave Dutchtown or Santamah, they mostly stayed, and so just a few of them moved over, and so you have a lot of new players out there in a young team.
No doubt, Jeff, and I don't think you can judge success early on for Prairieville by the scoreboard. I think you got to take series, you got to take plays, got to take drives, maybe build to a quarter, maybe a half, and then kind of build from there.
And we're going to have the opening kickoff, and then we will get the starting lineups for the East Ascension offense and the Prairieville defense. And Evan Usner is going to be the kicker for the Hurricanes, number 19. And it's going to be a little short. Pooch kick to the 25, taken there. Big hole on the right side, but taken down from behind, in a late flag as returned by number 4 for East Ascension, Aaron Williams. So while we wait for the flag, let's take a look at East Ascension's offensive starters here tonight. And they're going to be led on the field by quarterback Cam LeBlanc. And then in the backfield, you got Jeremiah Wilson and Jason Blackburn. Receivers, Lathan Dumas and Justin Oob. Tight end, Caleb Davis. Offensive line, Bryson Martinez, Javon Matthews, Jaden Berto, Kendall Green, and Carson Lacombe. And it looks like the penalty is going to be assessed against
47-yard line.
Prairieville. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 47 for East Ascension. And we'll get to the Prairieville defense after this play. Play fake and a pass downfield wide open, and a first down caught by number 17 for the Spartans. That's Joseph Gautreau. Defensive starters for Prairieville. You got Daniel Williams, Gabe Ford, Nigel Turner, and Brody Creel on the defensive line. Linebacker Stanton Delapass, Eric Williams, Mike Schmidt, and Joe Perley. And then in the secondary, Austin Gaines, Kaiwan Striggs, and Carson Taylor. So we're just underway. 1st and 10, and a quick pass over the hands of the intended receiver, Jason Blackburn, number 6. And so, Coach, you got the first down on that little swing pass on the right side, and so now they're in Prairieville territory early on.
Yeah, Prairieville's the guy responsible for the flag got his eyes in the backfield and able to running back just to kind of slip behind him, and that was an easy 15 yards or so for East Ascension to pick up. I think he listened to Brock Mathern during the week. He was on Louisiana Prep Weekly. I think East Ascension, their starting quarterback is out still.
Yeah, it looks like pass overthrown. That's Lambert's out there throwing, and he's a new guy out there. He's only thrown 11 passes on the season, 57 yards. His long is 38, but that was over the reach of his intended receiver, and so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Prairieville's got a chance at a stop right here, which would be big for them. It looks like Gautreau is going to come out of the game, and we're going to get a new quarterback, number 18.
Hudson Browning.
So there's Browning. We've heard of him. He's a junior, and he's been a starter before. So Browning gets the snap. Pressure, setting up the screen, and they've got it, and it's going to be close. So that is completed to Jeremiah Wilson, and it's going to be close. Let's look at the spot down to the 28, which is where he needs to be, and they're moving the chains. 1st down for East Ascension.
SKR Construction.
Cam Lambert is not your typical-looking quarterback, Jeff. He's wearing number 25. At first, I thought he was a Wildcat. He'll pack a load, it looks like, if he decides to tuck it and run.
So LeBlanc is going to keep it, and that's a big guy, like you said. And he cuts outside to the 10. 1st and goal. He's down to the 7, but Cam LeBlanc, the quarterback.
Lambert.
Cam LeBlanc.
Oh, LeBlanc.
Yes, it's Cam LeBlanc, and he gets 20-plus on the carry, and so it's 1st and goal at the 6-yard line for the East Ascension Spartans. So now, after a 3rd and 10, they were able to get 10 on the screen and now 20 on the carry. LeBlanc's going to keep it, and this time he's going to be met, but a spin move outside gets down to the 3. So good job. Looks like number 4, Kylan Striggs, makes the tackle.
25, Cam LeBlanc, the carry down to the 3-yard
Cam
line.
LeBlanc, first play, he threw to a wide open wide receiver, just overthrew him. So that may have been breaking a tendency early, Jeff, because the last 2 times he's gotten the snap and taken off running.
So it looks like you're going to get that shotgun with LeBlanc in the backfield. And now you got your 3 backs moving, lots of motion, and that's going to be a flag. Too much motion out there. Too many people moving at the same time.
Yep. the highlighter for the East Ascension is obviously Briston Martinez, 6'7", 300 pound, that's got multiple college offers. And I will tell you the thing that impressed me the most, just right off the bat, he was on kickoff return, Jeff. He jogged out there, and got to be pretty athletic at 6'7", 300 pounds to be on kickoff return. That's not normally where you see that guy.
No doubt about that. So after the 5-yard penalty is assessed, it's second down from the 9. And he's going to be keeping it, and he is in the end zone, and East Ascension scores first. It's 6-0 with 9:52 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, Austin Thomas is going to find an answer, because right now they're playing 11 on 11 instead of traditional 10 on 11, because the quarterback is playing a vital role so far with LeBlanc. What, 50 yards, give or take a little bit on that drive?
Yeah, he did a good job. Browning came in for that screen pass, but most of that drive comes from the Spartans offense, and they're going to go for 2 right here, maybe. Now they changed their mind, and they're going to, oh no, they're going to have the man go in motion, so they are going to keep it, and they're going to get into the end zone and get the 2-point conversion. And it's 8-0, just underway here at Spartan Stadium. We'll take a break as you look at the replay. Our score 8-0. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
It's game time. That's right. Get ready to rev up, raise the bar. Go from 0 to 100. That's why REV is bringing the speed. Buku speed. High-powered internet speed that tackles every upload, download, and stream. With the most reliable network born right here in Louisiana. All backed by homegrown support. It's time to experience the power of Buku speed. Make the switch to REV. Visit us at letsrev.com.
Smothers.
Welcome back. It's 7-0, or make that 8-0. East Ascension with the lead as the kickoff is taken at the 5-yard line by Tayshawn Smothers, and he is tackled from behind. Good job by number 29 for East Ascension, Donjel Smith. So you see that on the replay right there. And let's look at the offensive starters for the Prairieville Hurricanes. Their quarterback, number 8, Charlie Green. And then in the backfield, you're going to see Tayshawn Smothers, who returned the kick. And he's going to have Braden Duke at fullback. The wide receivers, Cale Daigle and Branson Regilio. Tight end, Preston Ronaldo. Offensive line, Evan Quibido, Brennan Scholes, Austin Gill, Jackson Creel, and Ashton Womack. Defensive starters after this play, 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes, playing in their inaugural season, looking for their second win of the season. And not much up the middle, as it's going to bring up second down and 10. And so our defensive starters for East Ascension, you have Mervyn Ragus, Jace Campbell, John Brown, and Jameer Smith. Linebackers, Zachary Jupiter, Tony Miles, and Dawson Landry. Cornerbacks, DeMarcus Gant, Trenton Palmer. Safety, homecoming king, Deron McZeal. And at weak safety, Ernest Mitchell. So now on second down, the pitch out to Smothers, and he is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard. So it's 3rd down and 13. Got a couple of updates for you as you see the replay right there. Santa Ma took the early lead on Walker over at the pit. That score is 7-0. So what do you see on these first 2 plays on offense, Coach?
3rd down and 11.
I think the first play on Prairieville was a kind of a bobble snap, and then they ran a toss. And until Prairieville proves that they can go up top, East Ascension probably going to crowd those wide receivers and take the other guys and crowd the line of scrimmage. The one thing I did know on East Ascension's kickoff was they gave Briston Martinez the kickoff off.
Oh, that's good.
They didn't put him on the kickoff team, 78.
Big number 78.
I was looking for him.
Yep. But it's 3rd down and 12. So a big run up the middle, and close to a first down. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like on the far side he might have it.
That was a quick trap inside. I watched him run that play
number 3, Trenton Palmer. That will be a Prairieville
in warm-ups.
And it worked to success right there, as they're going to give him the first down. So first down for the Hurricanes on their opening possession.
Good play call, getting those defensive linemen on 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 11, running up the field.
And Charlie Green right there, the quarterback, just could not get away from the pass rush. And so he's going to go down. And let's look at the pressure, and you see just a bunch of Spartans down there. And it looks like that's going to be Big John Brown at 96 making the tackle for make that a 5-yard loss.
I think that was a term that remember the Titans Coach Boone used.
Setting up the inside screen, but Smothers runs right into number 42 on the East Ascension defense, Mervyn Ragus.
Tackle by number 46.
Smothers is the tailback. They put him at the slot. He's touched the ball 3 times in the first 5 plays. East Ascension knows where he's lining up.
Yeah, that's the guy that they key on, and that's their veteran player. That's the senior leader of this team. And so third down, they set it up again, that trap, and they get close to back to the original line of scrimmage for that series of downs, but not quite. That was Duke on the carry. So it's a 4th and 12 for Prairieville, and it's a punting situation. So
need something off of that trap in order for that play to continue to be successful for Prairieville.
Luke Lyons is the punter for the Hurricanes. McZeal waiting back at his 45, a little high on the snap, gets it off to the right. It's short. It's never going to get to McZeal, and they let it bounce, and that's a good bounce for Prairieville. And so the ball is going to be at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10 for East Ascension. They scored on their first drive. We are about halfway through our first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, we're going to be joined by EA TV reporter Chris Frank. He's going to take us down on the field and introduce us to the homecoming court. The homecoming queen will be crowned at halftime, and as we said, the homecoming king has already been crowned. That's Deron McZeal, who was back to receive that punt.
I wonder if they did at the pep rally today, maybe?
They did that last night, I believe. That's right. So 1st and 10 from the 35, and there's a handoff up the middle, and not much. Browning is in at quarterback on this possession. So that was number 4, Aaron Williams, but good defense up the middle by Prairieville's defense.
I think Prairieville came off the edge. East Ascension had a couple pullers, but the defensive guy was able to get there before the puller could get to him. Good job.
So Browning is going to stay in, and he's going to work out the shotgun with number 7 joining him in the backfield, DeMarcus Gant.
Prairieville running a version of a 5-3.
Not a lot of DBs on the field, and they're going to go with the inside handoff, and that is Gant, and he's taken down after about an 8-yard gain. Wrestled forward by Daniel Williams, and that's something you don't want to do on defense. Is tackle him about 3 yards ahead of where he got to him.
That East Ascension's pulling 4 guys, Jeff. If Prairieville doesn't have a guy to take out a couple of those pullers, East Ascension's going to run that play 25 times tonight, and they've already run it 3 or 4.
Yeah,
with 7 minutes into the first quarter.
They haven't had an answer for it yet. It's 3rd down and 2, though. They can make a stop right here. And a quick pass, complete, 1st down for the Spartans, caught by number 17, Joseph Gautreau. And so a 1st down, and Gautreau is down. It looks like he looks like he's rolling around a little bit of pain, and they're going to take a look at him. And we're going to keep it here for the moment, and what we'll do right
Injury
now
timeout.
is
Joseph Gautreaux, the injured
go
Spartan
ahead
on the
and
field.
take a look at some of the games that are happening this week in District 5-5A. And you had that Live Oak at Denham Springs game, and we talked about that already. 21-6, Live Oak had, I guess you call it an upset. I mean, when you look at it, Live Oak defeated Denham Springs, but they lost to East Ascension last week. 2 weeks ago, Denham Springs beat East Ascension, so who knows. Then you got Walker at Sandoval, 7-0 Sandoval right now. Prairieville here at East Ascension, and then Dutchtown has the week off.
Yeah, Denham Springs probably thanks their big brother, Jeff, to Live Oak down the road, but that talk will have to be put off for another year as bragging right goes to the Eagles. Ben, seemed like Live Oak is, over the last couple of years, because the head coach at Live Oak went to Denham Springs.
Yeah, Beard.
And I think Live Oak has gotten the better of him.
Yeah, exactly. They played with a little bit of vengeance. We have a little extended break for a timeout right here, so we're going to take that break with them. It's 8-0 East Ascension leading Prairieville, 4:51 left in the first. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Spartans Sports Medicine Program: Precision Pools and Outdoors, Parish Engineering, Black Bayou Lending, OxyChem, the RV Shop, Innovative Orthotics and Prosthetics of Louisiana.
So welcome back, and the Gautreaux looks like he's favoring an ankle, and so they're going to get him back off the field, but he has to go all the way back to the home side as he was injured on the Prairieville side of the field, and we're going to hope for the best for him as he caught the first down pass, and Prairieville's drive will continue. East Ascension leads 8-0. They scored on a short run by Cam LeBlanc on the opening possession, and in the two-point conversion by the quarterback LeBlanc, and that's where we stand right now. Prairieville got a first down, but then their possession stalled, and now East Ascension has the ball second time here tonight. Jeff Porsche, Patrick Email with you. And Browning at quarterback's going to keep it, and he breaks a tackle, gets a first down. So you see a flag, though, about the 48-yard line, so let's see what that's going to be.
Gautreaux wasn't putting a whole lot of weight on that leg. Couldn't tell if it was a knee or an ankle.
Yeah, he was obviously in a lot of pain. He couldn't put any pressure on it. So there's the hold against
Browning
East
carries
Ascension.
around the right side for an apparent first down, but the flag is holding on the
Prairieville, we saw them a couple of weeks ago on the REV Game of the Week, and you and I were out there because we were watching both of those teams because I'm at Prairieville, you're at Dutchtown. So the Prairieville-Dutchtown game was 49-0, I believe, and they struggled a lot on defense. But last week they gave up 39 to Walker, but like you said, there was no running time in that game, so it is an improvement.
No doubt.
So now it's first and about 16, and it's the same play over again, and this time they get about 8.
Browning carries around the right side.
It's out of bounds near midfield, no flags.
Yeah, Prairieville's going to have to force it.
Number 9, Eric Williams.
East Ascension doing a good job of taking what Prairieville will give them. They're not trying to be greedy. They're running the football. Eventually, Prairieville's going to have to commit more people to the run, and then East Ascension's going to take their shot.
Credit the Prairieville tackle to number 9, Eric Williams. And now Browning looks over to the sideline to the offensive coordinator.
East Ascension is shown too tight and unbalanced. Now
we have a whistle.
Doubles, timeout, East Ascension.
And so a timeout's going to be called by East Ascension. And we're about 3:47 left to go before the end of the first quarter. We're going to look at the homecoming court, which you'll be introduced to in just a moment. As we've seen them a little bit earlier before, but let's check them again.
Homecoming night, Jeff.
Yep, it's a beautiful night for homecoming as well. You see them right there. Presley Kling, Olivia Puccio, Anna Bourgeois, Tyrion Turner, Chloe Bailey, and Olivia Rochester. Sophia Turo, Ava Voyon, Audrey Glendo, Alasia Hill, Cameron Bailey, and Miranda Vargas. And then Heaven Danielfield, Reese Babin, Lola Farouk, Abigail Yamson, Brooklyn Battle, and Hattie LeBlanc. And the king, Deron McZeal, you see him right there. He's obviously very happy to be the king, and who wouldn't? It's 2nd and 8. And a little inside handoff, and it's kind of strung out, and good tackle for a loss right there by Big 99 for Prairieville, Daniel Williams.
Deron McZeal, that's your safety, but very athletic kickoff return, punt returns, and so when he's in the game, Prairieville knows that there's a chance that he's getting the football. Good job. Prairieville got him in 3rd and long.
So now it's 3rd and 9. They had a 3rd and 10 on the opening possession, but then Browning completed the screen pass to Blackburn, and they got the first down. Now they're going to have to do it again. Clock running.
Well, not a screen here.
And they're going deep and up for grabs and caught. And then the safety kind of just got stopped in his tracks and goes right through the defense for a touchdown by Justin Oob, number 16. Let's look at the replay. It looked like the safety was a little flat-footed there.
Is that 16?
Yep.
I gave you 16.
Yes, it's Oob.
Okay.
But you look on the replay, the safety kind of got – he kind of just stood and then got where it was a little bit stalled, and then next thing you know, Oob's right past him.
Yeah, the guy in the front with a low too close to the line of scrimmage, and he jumped, and the guy behind him, the receiver, kind of jumped. And when you jump, when the guy's between you and the football, usually the guy that's between you ends up with the football.
And we're going to see a 2-point. Oh, no. Okay, now they're going to go with the they decide to go for the extra point right now. And so this is going to be Preston Baker. And it is good. And so 2:57 left to go. It's 15-0. East Ascension with the lead. You're watching the REV game of the week.
EA 15, Prairieville 0.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Spartans Sports Medicine Program. State Farm Insurance Agent Adam McCarty. Ross Downing Buick GMC Gonzalez. Athletic Center. Our Lady of the Lake Health. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation.
So a 49-yard or 50-yard touchdown pass on 3rd and 9 from Browning to Oob, and now it's 15-0, and Prairieville in a hole again here in the first quarter, and there's the kickoff.
Yeah, Prairieville may be somebody's homecoming opponent for a couple years, but that'll change in the future.
Yeah, they're going to get better as they've been getting better week by week.
Number 32, Carson Landry on the tackle.
You had the return by Smothers, and a good return that time, gets past the 25-yard line. And so we'll see what they can do right here.
Ball spotted on the 28-yard line. First and 10,
Prairieville needs to pick up a first down, Jeff, in this drive. Preferably 2 first downs to give that defense a break. East Ascension had the ball most of the first quarter. East Ascension bases out of a 4-2-5.
And so you're going to see the pitch, and then the quarterback is going to try to take it and throw it downfield, but he is dropped for a loss as they tried to get it to number 0, Kelly, who is also a quarterback, but he was taken down by number 20 for the Spartans, Jace
Second down and
Campbell.
17 for the Hurricanes. From
So they tried a little trick play right there, but EA didn't buy it, and now they're in a big hole, and so now it's going to be 3rd down and long after the carry on second down by Braden
Tackled by
Duke.
number 96, John
Think on
Brown.
that reverse pass. They were trying to go up top to number 7, a freshman, Chance Jackson.
Yeah.
Third down and 15 for the
He's
Hurricanes.
made a couple of nice catches this season. He had a big catch in the Thrive game in week 1. So now it's third down and about 17, and it's going to be 4th and long. And it's just tough on first down when you try that trick play and it goes for a bust like that, and then it's second down. You really can't do anything, and you're just trying to play for field position.
Yeah, second and third down, Prairieville gets close to picking up 10 yards, but the big loss on the first down kind of put them behind the sticks.
For the for the Hurricanes. McZeal back deep to return.
So here comes the punt
Lions to punt.
by Luke Lyons, and pressure, and it's a nice punt, and it's taken by McZeal, who breaks the first tackle and then gets outside, and he's got a convoy ahead, and he is going to score.
Yeah, Jeff, the contained guy got tripped up on the outside for Prairieville, and then East Ascension, he just had a wall of blockers.
Yeah, that's just
three guys that scored him to the end zone.
That's just that was easy right there. As just good blocking by East Ascension, and McZeal was met right after he received the punt, but the initial tackle could not be made, and after that, he had the wall behind him, and now it's 21-0 with a conversion on the way, and I see Cam LeBlanc, 25, out there. They may be going for 2 right here.
Well, this is the same formation they had the first time, Jeff, and the kicker is over here on the left side with 3 blockers in front of him.
Looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion, and it's going to be another keeper and another 2-point conversion. And so it's 23-0 with 103 left to go. East Ascension having a successful homecoming so far. You're watching the REV game of the week.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Spartans Sports Medicine Program: Precision Pools and Outdoors, Parish Engineering, Black Bayou Lending, OxyChem, the RV Shop, Innovative Orthotics and Prosthetics of Louisiana.
So a punt return for a touchdown by Deron McZeal, homecoming king for the Spartans, and he had a royal touchdown right there, as it's 23-0 East Ascension leading Prairieville in the first quarter. 103 left to go in the first, and there's the kickoff, and that's Baker with the kickoff, and it's going to go into the end zone. We've talked about the homecoming court, and we're going to crown that homecoming queen at halftime. Also want to mention that at halftime, they're also going to recognize the newest members of the Hall of Fame and the Wall of Fame. The members of the Hall of Fame coming up, class of 2011, DeAndre Jacobs, and class of 2005, Blake Bursajay. And then Wall of Fame class of 2024, Pat and Elijah Goodlow. So we're going to see them recognized at halftime, and they are guests of honor here tonight here at Spartan Stadium.
Can't see it from our cameras at the moment, but we came in the end opposite of the scoreboard.
As on first down, and you can continue your thought after this play.
And there's a nice setup with some history going back to the 60s, 70s, 80s. Didn't get a chance to go see if my lovely bride was in any of those pictures from the 80s.
That was Chance Jackson on the carry. That was who they were trying to get the ball to earlier. Green on second down, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to be hit hard out of bounds. Looked like he was inbounds when the contact was made, and that's number 22 for the Spartans.
And Miles on
Tony
the tackle,
Miles.
Charlie Green on the quarterback keeper.
It's going to be a first down, Jeff.
Are they? It is a first down, so good job by Charlie Green. He's a sophomore quarterback. and he's going to improve as this team gets older. He's a good kid. He's a smart kid. He's an A student in U.S. history. And on first down.
Jeff, that's 4 yards. That's a positive gain.
Yes.
I think they're marking him short of at like 3 yards, but it looked like he gained 4. But that last little bootleg was a little bit of a place kind of off of the trap that Prairieville has some success with.
Yeah, that was Joe Fontenot, and they're going to try to get one more play through at the end of the first quarter. They're at 5. And it's a fake, and Green going downfield. He's got a receiver, and it is caught for a first down and a late flag, probably a face mask. So we're going to see what the decision is. It's Preston Rinaldo with the catch, a senior tight end. And so let's see if they assess this on the final play of the first quarter. And we're going to wait for the assessment, and so it is going to be a personal foul on the final play of the first quarter. They're going to move that ahead, and then we're done with the first quarter. Prairieville with some life. It's 23-0 East Ascension at the end of the first quarter. But let's take it down to the field, and we'll have a little presentation.
And that is the end of the first quarter.
This is EA's homecoming court, and I'm here with
Cameron Bailey,
0.
Brooklyn Battle, Alasia Hill, Reese Babin, Presley Kling, Heaven Danielfield, Sophia Turo, Chloe Bailey, Anna Bourgeois, Olivia Puccio, Ava Voyant, Olivia Rochester, Miranda Vargas, Tarion Turner, Audrey Galindo, Abigail Yampson, Lola Faru, Patty LeBlanc.
good.
So thanks a lot. Chris Frank from EATV doing a good job interviewing some young ladies right there. One of them will be crowned homecoming queen at the end of the second quarter. We're at the end of the first quarter. That was a heck of a catch right there by Preston Rinaldo, who's a senior. And now, all of a sudden, Prairieville has some life.
Nice throw over the shoulder on that smash route. A two route combination. One a little shallow, one on a corner route. Nice throw by the quarterback. And nice catch.
Yeah, Charlie Green is a young kid, still a sophomore, and still learning his stuff, but he's done a good job leading this offense the entire season. And he's going to keep it on the option, and he makes the right choice. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down, picks up about 9. So did a good job on the option keeper right there.
Yeah, Jeff, they're threatening the inside because if you notice, East Ascension's lining up, worried about that trap, and they pulled it, got to the edge.
And there's Tayshawn Smothers, and that's a first down into the red zone and down to the 13-yard line. First and 10 for the Hurricanes.
Jeff, earlier I told you, Prairieville has to build on plays and series and drives, and they build on that trap play.
And now waiting for his blockers. Smothers makes a little excuse me step and gets ahead for about 4.
Now they got a couple first downs. Now they can build on this drive.
Yes.
They need to punch it in right here, Jeff, though. Second and about 7.
Yeah, they're going to give him 3 on the carry, exactly at the 10-yard line on the left hash. 23 points in the first quarter for East Ascension. It's 23-0 right now. Green going to keep it. Pressure from behind and sacked by big 22. Tony Miles from his middle linebacker position brings down Charlie Green.
Yeah, he did a good job of not reaching that ball back, Jeff, because if he would have reached the ball back, Miles may have been able to knock it out of his hand. So
yeah. And that's one of the things that East Ascension always has is speed. And that's a speed from a middle linebacker chasing down a quarterback who has some pretty good speed himself.
Yeah. Prairieville's got to prevent the negative play. They're not
And they just can't get it right there.
They're not strong enough right now to overcome negative plays. It reminds me of my golf game. Once I get a bogey, it's almost impossible to get back to par.
Yep, and Jace Campbell, that's a DT flying through that line. And it looks like they're going to go for it because they may have that sack probably took them out of field goal range.
Yeah, that would be a 40-yarder, 41-yarder for Lions. I don't think he has that range yet.
No. And so Fontenot goes in motion, steps up, good job, throws toward the end zone, and there's a receiver open and a good deflection at the last minute, preventing a touchdown. Ernest Mitchell, number 2. You had the receiver streaking to the end zone.
Be a turnover on downs.
And you saw 2 receivers down there. Number 7, that was Jackson.
Jackson was open, Jeff.
Yes.
Spartan defense holds, and EA will
And
take
so
over first and
a
10
touchdown
from their own
saving
23.
deflection by Ernest Mitchell, and it's turnover on downs. And Prairieville cannot score.
Yep, what they had second and 7 from the
10-yard line.
10-yard line.
Tough break for the Hurricanes.
It wasn't a scoring drive, but they had six plays or positive. That's something they can build on in that last series.
So now the quarterback rolls out, and this is LeBlanc looking downfield and a good adjustment, but the pass underthrown.
Almost came back and ran into the DB, which would have automatically got an interference call. Just missed him.
Yep, that was Justin Oob. He caught the touchdown pass from Browning.
Seems like East Ascension always has a wide receiver that looks like Oob, huh?
Yeah, they've had so many over the years. During the Darnell Lee tenure, he had so many good receivers. Some of them went on to play college football as well. And looks like get the next generation out there ready to play some ball as well.
Yeah, Darian McGee, he's a good-looking kid coming off the field right there too.
And there's the handoff. And broken tackles, cuts outside, first down, nice move. And
that's LeBlanc over there.
45.
It was an inside handoff, and they were going to try to throw it, and he just pulled it down and picked up about 20.
Yep. Yeah, you have, if you notice, you have LeBlanc and Browning back there. Neither one of them is taking the snap, though. Taking the snap, you got Gautreaux, number 9, Caden Gautreaux. He's the 3rd quarterback. So you have 3 potential quarterbacks out there in the backfield. This is a new wrinkle, and there's the throw, and it's underthrown and nearly picked off. They are going to call it an interception. It is picked off. That's number 4, Kylan Striggs. Let's see the replay right here. And that may have hit the ground.
It may have, Jeff, but that's not.
But it doesn't matter. They're going to call it.
There's no replay in high school.
Nope. And
so, that was fast. That was really fast.
And the
he got some help. He got some help from another official.
Yeah, I thought it might be. He didn't hesitate. And he was the guy behind the play, and so he was seeing it from the backside, so he may have not been able to see that it was trapped. But I don't know, can we see the replay again? Is that possible? Maybe, and let's see if we can see if that was trapped or not. I think it was. I think he picked it up.
It's really fast.
Yep. So 2nd and 10 from the 45. And there's a fake. And that's Browning with a big hole and a first down.
Browning carries across midfield.
So they go with the more conventional set right there with the quarterback taking the snap. And that's Browning keeping it.
East Ascension has 5 underclassmen, I think 4 juniors and a sophomore on that offensive line. So if they're good this year, they'll be good. They'll be good next year as well. Browning's only a junior.
So there's Browning and another keeper. And that time breaks a tackle, late flag. That might be a hold. Initial contact was made by number 51, for the Hurricanes, Montrell Cleveland. And it's going to be a hold against
holding on the Spartans.
I'm looking at the ages of East Ascension and knowing they got the 5 up front, the quarterback, and they play so many wide receivers and running backs. They're going to have probably 9 guys with plenty of experience coming back on offense.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with EA's offense because of all the players they have out there. Because we have our 2 deep that Lyle Boudreaux provides us. Then we got Lois and Porta's starting lineup. And then we have the EA roster. And I'm flipping back and forth and trying to keep up. And it's hard. It's going to be second down about 15 after that keeper. And it looks like, oh, no. Because you saw this last year. Browning got hurt.
Did he land on his shoulder? That what
it might have been. I don't know. We might need to check and see if we got a replay right here and see maybe what's going on. We don't have that. And so we'll keep it here for a moment, and we'll take a look at what the results were for the games last week in District 5-5A. And you had the Thursday night game last week, Walker versus Prairieville, 39-6. East Ascension come from behind victory against Live Oak, who looks like they're improved from last season, 18-14. We had the thriller last week at Griffin Field in Geismar as Santa Maria was up 21-0 at halftime, and then Dutchtown scored 24 unanswered and won that game. And then out of district, Denham Springs defeated Southern Lab.
Yeah, well, Southern Lab's a pretty good football program too. So,
yeah, they're just on that 1A level though. So you probably had a lot of guys out there. Versus not a lot of guys. That's the difference when it's 5A versus 1A.
Yep. Look like they're looking at Browning's right shoulder. That's
perhaps
maybe popped out. Hopefully it's not a collarbone.
Yeah. Well, we're he looks like he's getting up. But while we got a chance, let's look at the Hall of Fame members. Blake Bursajay right here from East Ascension, who, of course, had a great kicking career and was at McNeese as well. Then you have DeAndre Jacobs, who was a state champion in track and field for the Spartans. So 2 great competitors out there for the Spartans. And then the Goodlow family, who have been very active helping out East Ascension Athletics any way they can.
Coached against Bursajay. Tremendous kicker whenever they scored. And, of course, East Ascension got the best of Dutchtown early on. Got that first win on this field that Dutchtown did. But Bursajay always put you starting at the 20.
Yeah, that's a big advantage, especially in high school. And now you have LeBlanc at quarterback after the injury to Browning. And you got to complete that pass to Aaron Williams out the backfield. It's going to be third and about 11. And so that's a third and long. But here's the thing. This is the third possession out of 3 tonight for East Ascension, where Prairieville's held them to a third and long, and they've converted every time. And one of them converted for a touchdown.
Yeah. Browning's in the tent right now. He came off squeezing his hand like he had a little bit of a stinger, Jeff, which would be way better than anything I mentioned.
Absolutely.
Hits
hits the backside of number 2 moving out the backfield. That is Ernest Mitchell. As you see him go in motion right here. And East Ascension is fortunate to get the ball back, because that could have been a disaster.
Back deep for the Hurricanes, number 35.
Maybe Matthews perhaps got hit by that as well. So now back to receive the punt. You see number 35 for Prairieville, Nigel Turner. And Baker will punt for the Spartans. His first punt of the night. Pressure. And it's going to bounce.
Good roll.
Yeah, and takes a bounce
Baker's punt down
in its favor, then kind of rolls back, and Ernest Mitchell picks it up. So we're about halfway through this first half, or halfway through the second quarter, I should say. 6:36 left to go in the first half. So how would you judge East Ascension's performance so far tonight?
Well, they look good in all phases. I'm trying to figure out who's getting the football, seeing if they have any tendencies. But right now they're spreading the wealth. They're able to run it, and they're picking their opportunities to throw the football when they got receivers open when they do because of their success running the football.
I formation, handoff, and maybe back to the line of scrimmage before he's swallowed up by that defense. And you see down at the bottom of the pile, I believe that's number 20, Campbell. And not much on first down. So it's 2nd and 10. This is a big possession for Prairieville because if they get a 3 and out and you punt to East Ascension right there, it could be the ball on their side of the field. Going downfield, and they're set up for the interception. It's overthrown. And returning it to the 40, to the 30, inside to the 20. He's going to score. It's a pick 6 for Ernest Mitchell.
Pass intercepted and returned for a touchdown, 55 yards.
And another big play
Mitchell
by the EA Spartans, and now it's 29-0 with 5:50 left to go in the second quarter. Let's look at the replay.
Yeah, Charlie Green throws it into double coverage, Jeff, and overthrows it. Two's playing deeper than the deepest, and it went right to him.
So we see the rest of it right there, and that's just – we've seen him in the backfield. He was the man in motion a little bit earlier, I believe. Or maybe it was the other guy you were talking about, but we've seen him on offense, I believe, occasionally, or we may see him on offense occasionally. But like he's got some halfback moves once he gets the football.
No doubt. If I'm looking at it, don't see him.
Yeah,
look pretty athletic with the ball in his hand. Maybe coach need to think about. I don't know who you take out on that offense though.
And they're going for 2 and. This time they're not going to get it.
They wrapped up LeBlanc.
And so it's 29-0 with 5:50 left to go before halftime. You're watching the REV game of the week.
In the first half, EA leads Prairieville 29.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Spartans Sports Medicine Program. State Farm Insurance Agent Adam McCarty. Ross Downing Buick GMC Gonzales. Athletic Center. Our Lady of the Lake Health. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation.
Getting closer to halftime here at Spartan Stadium on Burnside in Gonzales as the cheerleaders are happy about what they have seen so far. It's 29-0 on homecoming night. In probably about 15 minutes or so, we're going to see the homecoming court introduced and a queen to be crowned, plus the Hall of Fame and Wall of Fame. So it's a busy night here at East Ascension, but successful so far for the Spartans. Smothers going to take it at the 5. Cuts outside. Nice move. And he's very patient and does a good job waiting for his hole to develop. Gets to about the 25-yard line.
Number 5,
a nice return.
Number 23, Javon Javius on the tackle for the Spartans.
So this has been the story of Prairieville's season so far. The defense makes some good plays, and then all of a sudden there's a big play that's given up on defense, and right there the mistake on offense results in a touchdown. Lots of big plays have been given up so far.
Yeah, sounds like something we watch on Saturday, though.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of them coming tomorrow, too.
Exactly.
On both sides.
So now here comes Prairieville.
Nice trap.
Yep. And so that's not a number you see very often running with the football, number 94.
Number 94
that's
on the carry.
Tyler Clayton.
For the Hurricanes.
And he does a good job getting some yardage on first down. Picks up about 7, maybe 8.
Yards. 2nd and 2.
So that's second and short. That's what you want.
Staying ahead of the chains.
Shotgun. Green's going to keep it. He's going to throw it at the last minute, and good pass and nice catch. And the first down caught by Hunter Detman.
Complete to number 14, Hudson Detman for a
Make that
Prairieville
Hudson
first
Detman,
down.
excuse me. And that's a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback after
First and 10.
throwing that pick,
45.
able to step up in the pocket and roll out.
And I believe they got an extra guy on the field as the pitch out goes awry, but they're going to say that there's no flag. It looked like a Spartan was running off the field, but it's going to be a big loss on the pitch out, trying to get it to number 8. Or excuse me, that was
number 28, Javen Thibodeau recovers.
Excuse me, that was Green with the pitch out. So we're getting close to halftime, and the homecoming court is moving over to the far side of the field. You may see them in a moment in that upper right corner after this play. Man in motion. That was Jackson in motion, but they're going to hand it off up the middle, and that's not much, and it's going to be third and really long.
Prairieville behind the chains. You know, that last play, Green trying to run that option to the left side, and either right-handed guy. For a lot of young kids using that opposite hand, you can almost see him pitch it with two hands.
Yeah.
You know,
that was a weird play because it looked like a player on the East Ascension side. It looked like they had caught 12 players on the field, but there was no call right there, and I think that kind of threw everything off right there. And so, again, we are 4:06 left to go before halftime.
I'd like to remind you at halftime tonight, we will be presenting
we're going to have the entire halftime presentation like we had said. We're also planning on, after halftime, showing you some shots with the help of Carrie Minge, who always helps us out from East Ascension, history teacher. And then we'll try to also get an interview with the newly crowned homecoming queen, who we don't know who that's going to be yet, but we will soon. Third and long. Green has a lot of room, but he's going to need about 8 more for a first down. It's going to be fourth and long.
Green carries up to the
so Green does a good job. I like the way that Green is making some decisions, especially on that drive. We talked about that pass to Detman. And it looked like he was going to keep it there, and it looked like he had an easy first down, but then he saw an open guy, and he's learning some vision out there, I guess.
Yeah. Talking about the option, you know, after watching Army run it my entire college career, and if I can get this across without having a camera on me, but you would think when you option, you kind of opening your hand up and flicking it, but Army used to push it like through the top of the fingers instead of the outside of the hand, so to speak. So it gave you more power, and you could push it further so that running back could almost be parallel to the quarterback, maybe a yard back instead of the old traditional pitching it maybe 3 yards or 4 yards where you had to make up that ground. When you used to watch the old Oklahoma run the option.
Right. That's way back in the day. They don't run the option anymore at Oklahoma. I hadn't done that in a while. That shows our age.
Yeah, I know, but they got some teams running the option again, Jeff, including Vanderbilt running a version of the option with the big win against the Crimson Tide last weekend.
You're right. Skylar Kelly, number 0, is going to punt right here.
Fake?
For the Hurricanes. He's a quarterback, and they are faking it. He's got him open, and it's caught at the 30. Eagle eye email right there with the observation. I followed it up with the mention that he's a quarterback. And look at that. That's Jackson. That guy's a freshman. He looks like he's got a big frame already, and he's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Just call me Doustradamus, Jeff?
Nostradamus. Doustradamus.
But no, that's big. That's a situation in the field. Prairieville has nothing to lose. If they turn it over on downs, or if they get it, something to build on, Jeff.
Ball at the 22. Fake, and it looks like Green's going to keep it, and I don't think that was the design right there. Do you?
I know, but
he got a first down out of it.
But the ball hit the ground.
Green on the
end up, and they called it down.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it came out early or not. We get a replay.
Yeah, can we get another look at that replay?
First down, Hurricanes.
So let's look at the run one more time. Looked like he was looking for a back, and there wasn't one.
12-yard line.
And I don't know. I think he was probably down on his back before it got out of there. It's hard to see.
That or he grabbed it and rolled it and kind of grabbed it out of his hands. Kind of hard to tell real fast.
1st and 10. This is the second time that Prairieville has been in the red zone.
You know, I think, Jeff, that I don't know if that last play, you know, a lot of times if the play is busted or if a running back goes the wrong way, the quarterback can take the football and run it where the running back was supposed to go, and it looked like that happened on that last play.
Yeah. Improvising. And the keeper rolling out. Pressure, throws to the end zone.
Catch.
And incomplete.
Interference.
And I think a late flag comes in, so they may get a first down out of this.
Flag on the play.
That'll be half the distance to the goal from the 13. That'll put it about the 6.5, Jeff, 1st and goal.
So let's see. It's going to be a defensive hold. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
Holding called on EA.
Is that an automatic first down in high school?
Half the distance. I think it's 10, but it'll be half the distance.
They're not changing the marker, the down marker. It's still 2nd down.
So not an automatic first down.
So 2nd and 5, handoff, push back after a couple of yards. So it's going to be 3rd down inside of 2 minutes. I want to remind you at halftime, of course, we're going to have the presentation of the cord and the Hall of Fame and Walk of Fame, but we also want to mention we're going to get EA TV's Chris Frank out on the field interviewing East Ascension's coach, Brock Mathern. I'm sure he's happy with what he's seen so far from the Spartans. 1:44 left to go, and it's 29-0. And the handoff, and he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down.
Nowhere to go for the Hurricanes there on
and
3rd
so
down.
It's going to bring up 4th down, and are you going to go for it right here? 4th and about 1.5. They're bringing in the kicking team, it looks like, and it looks like Luke Lyons, number 47, is going to try to kick a field goal. So they want to just get the points on the board.
I do not expect a fake here. I think they're going to try to kick this.
Yeah. Number 0 is not in the game.
Luke Lyons in to attempt the field goal. 21 yards.
So it's from the 11 from the center of the field.
They're going to call timeout, Jeff. Not necessarily the ice.
2, 1. And so let's talk about that decision right here, because they're going to go for the easy 3 points, perhaps right here, or the easier 3 points, and trying to get a couple of yards on the East Ascension defense. It's 29-0. How do you feel about the decision right here about getting points on the board?
You want to end every drive with a kick, and if you can end this drive with a kick and get points, that's a win. I mean, that's something you can go in. You're getting the ball in the second half because you won the toss. So if you've gotten the ball at the 30-yard line or so, or the 20-yard line, and though it took a 4th down conversion on the fake, here you are. And you don't want to get down to the 3-yard line and fall short. So Lions needs to put this one through for the Hurricanes.
And so Lions. Now Green is the holder. He is a quarterback. He's the starting quarterback.
They got the freshman at the flanker over Jackson.
Yep.
As the wing.
It's up.
And it's good.
And Prairieville is on the board.
20-yard field goal.
So it's 29-0, and we're going to keep it here. Actually, 29-3. I misspoke. Thank you, Coach. 29-3. Prairieville gets on the board, and getting towards the end of the second quarter, and getting points on the board when you're Prairieville, that's something that you can build upon because you don't want to be shut out. That game against Dutchtown was rough that we saw a couple of weeks ago for them. Now you can go into the EA game and the Walker game last week and say, hey, we're doing better. We're scoring points. We've gotten into the red zone twice. We got to the 10 and we got to the 5. They're building.
Yeah.
They're getting some things that they can be proud of, and that's the things that they're going to focus on in the film room, in the meetings, and all that type of stuff.
Back deep to receive for the Spartans, number 6.
Little things. Ran the clock against Dutchtown, didn't run the clock against Walker. Now it's you got to get to a 42-point lead. So now you got to get to 45.
Yep.
Which is going to be 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. But if you can score points, then that will let this game continue to be a high school football game and let these kids continue to play, grow, and compete.
And so here's the kick. That's Usner. It's taken at the 5. And you want to avoid the big play right here, and did they? Pushes them back with 31 seconds left. If you're East Ascension after that, and you can see, like, look how fired up they are. They got some points on the board. Now they come back, and they're all coming in on that tackle right there. What are you doing right here if you're East Ascension? Are you going to take a knee, or are you going to try to see if you can get more points?
They're probably going to throw a screen and see whether or not they can pick up 20 yards on the screen and then play from there.
18-yard line.
They don't have any timeouts left according to the scoreboard, though.
So here we go. Let's see what happens. Quarterback is going to roll out. Nice pass, nice catch. And that's Dumas with the catch. And that is Gotro at quarterback, Caden Gotro. And they're running quickly, 16, 15, and they're just going to take the incompletion.
And the clock ran about 3 seconds off.
Now, Prairieville was trying to pick it up. That was a weak effort at a spike, I guess you could say.
Well, it looked like he just pushed the ball down and really never caught it.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't this situation, they probably would have called that a fumble.
It might have been, but they're gonna.
The clock has been reset to 16.
They're
Four seconds.
They're gonna put that extra time, 16. You saw that here.
2nd and 10 EA from their own 31.
I turned my eyes away on first down. He didn't get out of bounds to stop the clock.
No, he did not. So it's 2nd and 10. Pressure caught by Dumas, taken down quickly by Eric Williams. 10, 9, the clock still running because they did not get a first down. This might be the last play of the first half. They're going to spike it, and it is not. And that was a legit spike, but now it's 4th down.
Gotro spikes the ball on 3rd down. 2 seconds remaining.
So
that was a better spike than the first
that was a little bit better. That was a definite spike.
I don't think that would have called that one a fumble.
And so the final play, barring a penalty, and a handoff up the middle, and that's going to end the first half. So a successful first half for East Ascension. Prairieville got it on the scoreboard with the field goal at the end of the first half. Our score at halftime, East Ascension 29, Prairieville High School 3. Now we're going to get the presentation of the court in just a moment. Before we do that, let's go to the field with Chris Frank, who's going to have an interview with Brock Bethune.
Tell me, what did you think of the very first half of the game?
I thought we came out with a lot of energy. We executed well early on. Thought we died down there in the end of the first half, but we just got to keep playing, play hard, and execute, and not let ourselves beat ourselves.
How are you going to finish out on the second half of the game?
We want to finish strong. We want to finish as fast as we started. We talk about starting fast, finish faster. So, we're going to make a couple adjustments and come out in the second half and try to play faster than what we started.
Yes, sir. Yep. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
All right, we're back, and we're going to keep it here because we don't want to miss the presentation of the court. And so
homecoming celebration.
We'll give it to the public address announcer.
Wall of Fame and 2 into our Athletic Hall of Fame during Homecoming 2024. This is indeed a special night as it is our first homecoming since the rebuild of our beloved campus. We hope that everyone has had the opportunity to come and tour our new buildings and enjoy the historical connections from 1966 to today that are exhibited around our new home. The first inductees this evening are individuals who have given substantial time and or money to EA. East Ascension High School is extremely appreciative of the efforts and contributions given to our school by these inductees and those who have been inducted before them into our Wall of Fame. Our Wall of Fame inductees tonight are a couple who have given a great deal of time and effort to EA over the past years. Mr. Elijah and Mrs. Patricia Goodlow. Elijah and Pat Goodlow became involved with EA in 1997, the year their daughter started running track for the Spartans. In 2000, Elijah volunteered to help coach the track relay team, which subsequently went on to win the first state championship in track for the school. They continued their service to EA when their grandchildren, Jada and Jordan Goodlow, became members of the football, baseball, softball, and track teams. They have been an integral part of the Breakfast Club, which has for years fed the football team every Saturday morning. Their statement is that they just wanted to make sure that our young men had a nutritious breakfast before watching film every week of the season. EA is extremely grateful to the Goodlows for their continued support even after their own daughter, Shamika, has long graduated from our school. It takes a village, and we certainly appreciate you being an integral part of our Spartan village. Mr. Elijah and Mrs. Patricia Goodlow. Now, for the graduates of East Ascension who are being honored for their athletic achievements by being elected into our school's Hall of Fame. These individuals were chosen based on one of many of the following criteria: earning All-State or All-American status in high school and or playing the sport on the collegiate or professional level. Our first inductee of the class of 2024 is Mr. Blake Bursajay. Blake is a proud honor graduate of the EA class of 2005. During his high school career, he was named All-District, All-Metro, and All-State as a punter and kicker for the Spartans. He made 42 of 43 extra point attempts in his senior season and holds the EA record for the longest field goal with 54 yards. He averaged 42 yards per punt and was named to the prestigious Academic All-State team for the state of Louisiana. Due to his exploits on the gridiron, Blake was awarded a scholarship to McNeese and earned a place on the McNeese State Best Kickers and Punters list through his illustrious career there. His records include being named the 2005 Freshman Player of the Year for the Southland Conference, earning all Southland Conference and All-American honors, and leading the Cowboys in scoring from 2005 through 2007. He was also named to the Southland Conference 2000's Decade Team. After graduating from McNeese with a degree in Health and Human Performance, Blake spent a couple of years playing in the Southern Indoor Football League with the Louisiana Swashbucklers, where he enjoyed leading the team to the division championship in 2011 with the league's unique rule of allowing kickoffs through the opponent's goal to count as a point. Blake is the son of proud EA alumni Shane and Ashley Langford Bursajay. He currently resides in Lake Charles, where he is the co-owner of Mayweather Boxing and Fitness Studio and serves his community as a police officer. Congratulations to Mr. Blake Bursajay for being inducted into your alma mater's Hall of Fame. Next, we have Mr. DeAndre Jacobs, a 2011 graduate of East Ascension High School. Mr. Jacobs starred as a sprinter on the track for the Spartans. Mr. Jacobs dominated 5A track and field in Louisiana during his high school career. He earned the distinction of state champion in the 200-meter dash both in 2010 and 2011, where he still holds the state record. He also earned the state title in the 100 meters event his senior year of competing. He helped to lead the EA track team to a state runner-up title in track and field in 2011 with these individual exploits, as well as being the anchor leg on the state champion 4x100 relay team. Due to his accomplishments, he was named the MVP of the state meet in Class 5A. After his high school career, Mr. Jacobs competed at Hines Community College and then went on to compete for the Team USA track team. There he earned a place on the 4x100 relay team and the 100-meter dash. He also competed for the Future Incorporated Track Club, where he ran in such illustrious events as the Nike Classic in Eugene, Oregon, and earned a third-place finish in the Junior Olympics in the 200 meters. DeAndre is the proud father of his son, DeCarlos. He currently lives in New Orleans, where he works for a worldwide industrial company known as Bernhard. He hopes to thank his family and mentors for all their support. Congratulations, Mr. DeAndre Jacobs, for your induction into the realm of the best athletes to ever compete at EA. We are very proud of you. This concludes our induction ceremony for tonight. Thank you to each and every one of our inductees for their lasting legacy of East Ascension High School. We continue our homecoming celebrations this evening with the presentation of the 2024 Homecoming Court. Our first homecoming court member is Miss Reese Babin. She is being escorted this evening by her parents, Nikki Gerard and Thor Babin. At EA, Reese is involved in Spartanettes, Yale Leaders, National Honor Society, and is a senior mentor. She's a Student of the Year candidate and a part of the 2024 Spartanette National Championship team. After graduation, Reese plans to pursue a career as a radiology technician. Miss Reese Babin. Next, we have Miss Chloe Bailey. Chloe is the daughter of Michael and Cherie Bailey. Tonight, she is being escorted by her mother and grandfather, Jerry Jones Sr. Chloe is a member of the Cheer Squad, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Track Team, Allied Health, Beta Club, and Yale Leaders. She is a member of the Acadian Explorers and various community outreach programs. Miss Chloe Bailey. Next, we have Miss Cameron Bailey. Cameron is being escorted by her parents, McKinley and Jessica Bailey. Cameron enjoys traveling for cheer competitions, coaching at Impact Cheer, and painting. She is a member of DECA and is in the Co-op Market Education Program at EA. After graduation, she plans to attend BRCC to major in business and marketing. Miss Cameron Bailey. Next, we have Miss Brooklyn Battle. Brooklyn is escorted by her mother, Annalisa James, and Larry Lang. She is a member of the Spartanettes, National Honor Society, Beta Club, Yale Leaders, and Gifted and Talented Theater. In her spare time, she serves in the youth ministry at her church and tutors her peers. After graduation, Brooklyn plans to attend nursing school. Miss Brooklyn Battle. Next, we have Miss Anna Bourgeois. Anna is joined on the field by her parents, Jeff and Kim Bourgeois. She is involved in many campus organizations, including Spartanettes, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, National Honor Society, Yale Leaders, and Senior Mentors. Anna is also a member of Student Council, Beta Club, and the French Club. After graduation, she plans to attend the Ogden Honors College at LSU. Miss Anna Bourgeois. Next, we have Miss Heaven Danielfield. Heaven is being escorted this evening by her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Will Danielfield Jr. She is a member of the Spartanettes, National Honor Society, Senior Mentors, and is a senior Yale Leader. This year, Heaven was named a finalist for Student of the Year, and in her spare time, she enjoys volunteering for various community service programs to support local children. Miss Heaven Danielfield. Next, Miss Lola Faroo. Lola is joined on the field this evening by her parents, Louis Faroo and Courtney Babin. She is a member of National Honor Society, Allied Health, Spanish Club, and is a Yale Leader. Lola is a 4-year letterman of the Lady Spartan soccer team, and among her academic accolades, Lola has earned the distinction of the Louisiana Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish. After graduation, she plans to attend nursing school. Miss Lola Faroo. Next, we have Miss Audrey Galindo. Audrey is being escorted by her parents, Pedro and Pamela Galindo. Audrey is a 4-year letterman of the Lady Spartan soccer team and has been awarded first-team All-District honors each of the past 3 seasons. Outside of school, Audrey participates in the Baton Rouge Unified Soccer Program and volunteers with the Center for Autism and Related Disorders. Miss Audrey Galindo. Next, we have Miss Alasia Hill. Alasia is the daughter of Anna Betancourt and Norman Hill, who are accompanying her on the field tonight. Alasia is involved in choir, theater, National Honor Society, Beta Club, 4-H, Yale Leaders, Senior Mentor, and Student Council. After graduation, she plans to attend Southeastern to major in psychology and minor in music. Ms. Alasia Hill. Next, we have Miss Presley Kling. Presley is joined on the field tonight by her parents, Chad and Andrea Kling. At EA, she is a member of the National Honor Society, Senior Mentors, Yale Leaders, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and EATV. Presley is also a Spartanette as well as a dance instructor at Center Stage Performing Arts. She's the reigning American All-Star National Dance Solo Champion and also a Student of the Year finalist, Miss Presley Kling. Next, we have Miss Hattie LeBlanc. Hattie is the daughter of Jeremy and Melissa LeBlanc, who are escorting her on the field this evening. She's a member of the Pride of EA Band, Winter Guard, and National Honor Society. Hattie is also an active member of her church and volunteers at Kara's House. After graduation, she plans to go to LSU and pursue a degree in psychology. Miss Hattie LeBlanc. Next, we have Miss Olivia Puccio. Olivia is joined on the field this evening by her parents, Gabe and Colleen Puccio. Olivia has been named the president of her class the past 3 years at EA. She's a 4-year member of the Lady Spartan volleyball team, student council, beta club, and FCA. Olivia is also a member of the National Honor Society, Senior Mentors, and is a co-captain of EA Winter Guard. Her future plans include majoring in social work at LSU. Miss Olivia Puccio. Next, we have Miss Olivia Rochester. Olivia is the daughter of Javar Rochester and Lillian Dickerson, and is the stepdaughter of Leon Stevenson. Tonight she is being escorted by her parents. She's a member of the EA track and field team and the Lady Spartan soccer team. She is active in the community as a volunteer coach for youth track at Gonzales Middle. She's a big fan of the outdoors and nature, and in her spare time enjoys planting flowers. After graduation, she plans to attend a 4-year university. Miss Olivia Rochester. Next, we have Miss Sophia Turo. Sophia is the daughter of Risa and Tony Turo, who are joining her on the field tonight. She's a member of various clubs and sports teams at EA, including the Lady Spartan volleyball team, Allied Health, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Yale Senior Mentors, and National Honor Society. She is the reigning Teen Gonzales Jambalaya Queen. After graduation, Sophia plans to pursue a degree in nursing. Miss Sophia Turo. Next, we have Miss Tarion Turner. Tarion, known better as TT, is being escorted by her parents, Tim and Tina Turner. At school, she's involved in National Honor Society, Allied Health, Yale Leaders, and athletic training. TT also enjoys working with the community to support those who are in need and participates in various youth programs at her church. After graduation, she plans to attend LSU, majoring in kinesiology to become a certified athletic trainer. Miss Tarion Turner. Next, we have Miss Miranda Vargas. Miranda is the daughter of Daniel Vargas and Martha Franco. Tonight she's being escorted by her mother, Martha, and her brother, Milton. Miranda is a member of the National Honor Society, DECA, Beta Club, Yale Leaders, and Allied Health. She's also a member of the track and field and is a part of the team who holds the EA 4x800 meter record. After graduation, she plans to attend LSU and major in mass communication. Miss Miranda Vargas. Next, we have Miss Ava Volion. Ava is being escorted by her parents, Albert and Brandy Volion. She is involved in many groups at EA, including FCA, National Honor Society, Yale Leaders, Senior Mentors, Theater, Student Council, and the French Club. Ava is also the captain of the girls' tennis team and Beta Club secretary. After graduation, she plans to attend Southeastern. Miss Ava Volion. Finally, we have Miss Abigail Yampson. Abigail is the daughter of Cherise Palmer and is being escorted tonight by her mother and Uncle Brian Palmer. As a Spartan, Abigail is involved in band, National Honor Society, and as a senior mentor. She was a Student of the Year nominee and has been awarded Outstanding Bandsman. After graduation, she plans to attend ULL to major in nursing. Miss Abigail Yampson. Last night at our pep rally, we crowned our 2024 Homecoming King, chosen by his senior football peers, Mr. Duran Megzil. And here tonight to help crown our 2024 Homecoming Queen, please give a big Spartan welcome to our 2023 Homecoming Queen, Miss Corinne Wagaspak. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The 2024 East Ascension High School Homecoming Queen is Miss Olivia Puccio. Congratulations to our queen, Miss Olivia Puccio, and our entire 2024 homecoming court. We'd like to give a huge thank you to all the faculty, staff, students, and families who have worked so hard to make our homecoming festivities memorable for our Spartans.
So, okay, there we go. Here, let's talk about this a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for that 50-50
Ron McZeal and Olivia Puccio. And at this point, kind of our tradition here, we're now going to be joined by our special guest, not the Queen yet, that'll be a little bit later, but of course we have Carrie Minge with us, who's here every year. So this is I always look forward to this, Carrie, and I'm very glad to have you joining us again here tonight.
I'm happy to be here. It's one of my favorite things I get to do as part of EA.
So, member of the faculty, one of the social studies staff over here, and have you had any experience with the Queen, Olivia? Can you tell me anything about her?
I haven't taught her yet, but I do know her from around school, and she is one of the kindest souls and sweetest students that I've ever come across. Everybody who passes her, she says hello to. So it wasn't really a big surprise for me because I feel like she's just a friend to everyone.
Yeah, it looks like she's the second happiest person right there. So that's kind of what you're telling us. I guess everybody's very happy for her.
Mm-hmm.
So that's great. And you come out here and you tell us a little bit about the people and then about the homecoming festivities. And one of the things that's kind of unique around here, because some of the other ones schools around here don't crown their king until maybe the dance or on Friday night as well. But you guys did that last night, and that's how we already knew that Ron McZeal was going to be the king. So talk about that a little bit.
Correct.
I guess.
So we do it at the pep rally, which is after the homecoming parade. All of the senior football players escort the court at the parade, so all the senior football players get recognized.
Mm-hmm.
And then we announce there so that we make sure that the senior football players feel just as celebrated as well. And Duran is a rock star both on and off the field.
Yeah.
He is a great student. I've known him since he was a freshman. His mother is an assistant principal at the school. He's a great kid.
Well, that's great, and couldn't have a better choice for the king and queen. Now we got some photos that we're gonna share with you, because you always come and talk about all the activities that have been going on during the week here at East Ascension. And so I'm going to kind of just turn it over to you, and you can just tell us what's happening in some of these photos.
Okay, so we did have a short week this week because of fall break, so we only had 3 spirit days to dress up. This is Wednesday, which was a Groovy Memes Day, so students could dress up, and faculty could dress up as their favorite memes. So you can see, like, the one at the top right is The Rock is one of those.
Yeah.
And the students, actually, I was pretty impressed with some of the ones that they came up with. We didn't see a lot of duplicates. They did really good with this one.
Okay, so we got also some other groovy memes.
Yeah, there's some other faculty members as well being different memes. I believe this one's actually dynamic. And then this is dynamic. Ooh, next one. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's continue to the next one.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
This is Thursday, which was Dynamic Duos Day, or a lot of them do groups.
Mm-hmm.
So they come as different things. So you can see we had some really inventive ones. These are the winners. So that's like Arthur, Mario. We have one group. I'm not sure if there's a picture of them or not, but the boys soccer team comes every year as something. Last year they were construction workers. So that's a really big group that always does something cute.
So what did they go as this year, just in case we don't have those photos?
Convicts, prisoners, yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And then this is from the parade last night. This is color guard, some of our wonderful custodial staff, and that is our homecoming royalty member for this year.
Okay, so what is the homecoming royalty? What does that involve?
That is that is one of our outgoing seniors that is chosen by the department to be recognized and celebrated.
Okay, well that's great. So I think we got some more here for you.
Okay, so there's the faculty float. You can see that is actually Duran's mom waving in the blue shirt in the kind of the center. On the left, that is Jamie Andrews, who kind of runs everything spirit related at our school with her nephew. So all the different organizations have floats, throw prizes and candy out to the people. Faculty has a float, different sports, things like that, as well as the girls each have a car that they ride in and throw things as well.
Y'all picked the best week to have this because the weather has been awesome.
The weather has been perfect.
Yeah, so that's great that y'all are very lucky with that, and you can see the blue skies and had that again tonight, and that's some more of your homecoming parade photos, right?
Yes, sir. That's football team you can see in the background on one of the fire trucks. And then as well as another organization, I believe that's either COE or CME that's on that one right there.
Okay, so we got more.
Oh, there's volleyball team and the FFA, and then cheerleaders up top also riding on a fire truck. And then you can see kind of in the background behind the FFA float on the right, there's some of the girls that are in court on their cars waiting to line up to go.
Okay, and then we got a little bit more as well. We're just going to keep on going.
Okay, those are from the pep rally. It's just a few different candid shots of the pep rally. Our yell leaders in the center, that's seniors that kind of help lead all of our spirit organizations and things like that. Chloe Bailey, you can see the cheerleader on the top right. That's one of our homecoming court members. She's also a cheerleader, so she participated in both parts for the pep rally. Both cheering and being presented.
Oh, that's really cool. We got one more photo, I believe, from the pep rally.
That's our color guard. They do a wonderful job. They were actually on the field tonight with the flags helping to present the court. So that would be them right there. With the parents in the background. We had a big parent turnout this year, actually.
Okay, and so there's only one thing left, I guess, to do for homecoming. I guess that would be tomorrow night, right? Tell us about what's going on.
Yes, the dance. We have a homecoming dance tomorrow night at school. The theme this year is Hustle the Hurricane, so it's kind of like a disco theme.
Oh.
The students, the Beta Club who helps to organize it, they came up with the theme idea, so they picked it. And I think it's going to be a lot of disco balls and sparkles and fun.
Well, it sounds like it was a great week. You know, it's tough when it's during that fall break week because you only had 3 days to do it, but it looks like y'all had a lot of fun. Y'all did a great job.
And next week, is also a very big week for us.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on?
I don't know if you know about that, but
who do y'all play next week?
Oh, just that School Lacrosse airline whose name we're not going to mention, but that is considered by most the biggest rivalry in the state.
Yeah.
And next week is a very busy week for us. So 2 weeks back to back of activities is a lot, and the students are going to have a great time.
And if you can't make it, it'll be one of our games on the REV game of the week. Thank you, Carrie, for being out here and joining us. We always love having you, and you're welcome back anytime you want to come out here and talk to us.
Happy to be there. Thank y'all.
Oh, you're welcome. So Carrie Minge, the faculty member from East Ascension High School, telling us about the homecoming activities here at EA, and that's always one of my favorite parts because she's always so willing to help, and she's always so excited about everything that's going on, and moves us right into the second half. And Prairieville has possession, and they're going to get about 4 yards on first down. They trail 29-3 East Ascension with a comfortable lead, as most people probably expected here tonight, but Prairieville has done a good job. They've moved the ball. They've had a couple of series. They've had a fake punt. They've done some positive things. And a sweep outside. And this is lots of room. Cuts inside. Now cuts back out. And that's a big run and a first down from number 29, Samuel Shakesnider.
Yeah, he needs to learn that the defense is toward the middle of the field. Get that ball and get to the sideline and get to running.
Well, he does a good job and gets the ball all the way to midfield.
Jackson carried on first down, Jeff. That
Okay.
On that little bit of a reverse type speed sweep.
And another big hole. And it looks like they had a plan coming out here that they were just going to run and find some holes. And Tyler Clayton on the carry, big 94. And it's second down and about 7.
Got to get north-south, Jeff. Get another 2 yards. If the ball's at the 45, it's a much easier play call on second down.
And on second down, play fake. And he's got time. Green's going to keep it. And he's got another first down. This is a very impressive drive, Coach. Best drive of the night maybe so far for the Hurricanes.
Well, they do a good job between the 20 and the 5.
Yeah. They have done a good job.
Now they got 12 men on the field. They got that flag that time.
Yeah, that was what we saw earlier on that errant pitch out in the second quarter. And they have offensive linemen down a little slow. Taj Wallace gets the carry.
Number 11, Jalen Landry on the stop.
And we'll wait for the flag to be assessed. And they're going to take that, I guess, maybe from they're going to take the penalty instead of the yardage because it's pretty identical. And so you get an extra down.
And you get first down. So.
Yeah. So it's going to be 1st and 5 instead of 2nd and about 6.
Flag on the play.
They'll trade that
First down
8 days a week. Now the eye, man in motion, that's Jackson. And it's a pitch. And Smothers has a lot of room. Try to turn the corner, first down, and inside the red zone again to the 13-yard line.
Tackled by number 7, DeMarcus.
That fullback, that inside run, Jeff, East Ascension, 3 guys hit the fullback. And the quarterback pulled it, made a good read, got it to the edge.
Good job on this drive by Prairieville High School offensive coordinator David Feaster. And a pitch to Smothers on that short side. Still gets some yardage, though.
Smothers on the toss around the right side.
And they like trying that outside pitch. And they've gotten some good yardage on it.
Well, a lot of OCs like to have those defensive linemen run sideline to sideline. And Army used to run the option to the short side of the field.
And a big run inside, close to the end zone, in for the touchdown.
Nice drive, Jeff. That is an excellent drive.
Yes. It is going to cut the lead to 29-9 on the touchdown run.
Number 22, Braden Duke.
And the extra point coming after the run by Duke. Braden Duke. And now the extra point from Lions.
Jeff, I let that touchdown play happen, but the Army used to run the option to the short side of the field. While there's an extra defender, you can get to the corner faster.
That extra point is blocked.
Extra point attempt is blocked.
And it looks like that was Campbell, number 20. So it's 29-9 after the missed extra point, and we'll take a break. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Your score with 9:51 remaining in the third quarter is.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Spartans Sports Medicine Program. Precision Pools and Outdoors, Parish Engineering, Black Bayou Lending, OxyChem, the RV Shop, Innovative Orthotics and Prosthetics of Louisiana.
Prairieville on the board a second time, back-to-back possessions they've scored. They scored at the end of the first half. They score at the beginning of the second half. It's 29-9 with 9:51 left to go here on homecoming night at East Ascension High School. And there's the kick. It's short. And it's going to hit the ground, and it's going to go out of bounds. And so that's a tough break for the kicker, Usner. And it's going to be about the 35, right, or is it the 40?
You know,
I think it's going to be, looks like they're setting up near the 40. We're going to see.
35.
Okay, it is a 35.
Kickoff goes out of bounds.
Now, Coach,
35-yard line.
East Ascension's had a great night tonight. And, of course, we're praising Prairieville right there because they got on the board for a second time. And this has been very impressive, and they've done a good job getting some points against a good East Ascension defense. East Ascension scored on a punt return, and they scored on a pick six. And Prairieville's been pretty competitive with them besides the big plays, it seems like.
Well, East Ascension did a lot of good things in the first two drives and went right down the field. But, of course, Browning was part of that, and Browning hadn't been back in the game since his injury.
Yeah.
And so their offense has been a little bit out of sync since those two drives, and part of that because they got a pick six, they got a punt return, so their offense wasn't on the field. But East Ascension is doing a lot of things, whereas on the first couple drives they were just running like student body.
Yeah. It's 2nd and 9 after the short run by Blackburn, and that's going to be a roundup in the backfield, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and long, as you see a nice job on the tackle right there by the Hurricanes. And I believe that was Mike Schmidt, son of the coach, Michael Schmidt.
Would be junior?
Yep.
MJ?
Mm-hmm. 3rd down and 9. The junior Schmidt's just a freshman. Play fake, pass, caught on the slant, 1st down and a touchdown. Look at him go.
Well,
Lathan Dumas, and another big play. They just can't stop the big plays, Coach.
We talk about East Ascension playing a bunch of guys, Jeff, and there's Dumas, and he's not even on our chart. Oh, I see him over there.
Yep.
He's got a different number.
Mm-hmm.
I see him.
Extra point.
But either way, I think that's his first catch.
He may have caught one.
Gotro had a catch. Oob had a catch.
Yep. Baker coming in for the extra point. And that's a big answer for East Ascension. As you see some contact with the kicker, no flag. And it's 36-9. East Ascension with the lead, and we'll take a break. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
21 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Your score, EA 36.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Spartans Sports Medicine Program. State Farm Insurance Agent Adam McCarty. Ross Downing Buick GMC Gonzalez. Athletic Center. Our Lady of the Lake Health. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation.
Welcome back to the Rev Game of the Week. And our Game of the Week next week, we talked about that with Carrie Minge. And you're going to have Santa Monica at EA next week, and that's a big one. And then you're going to have Denham Springs at Dutchtown. I'll be over at Dutchtown, so will Patrick covering that game. Then in a couple of weeks, you got Live Oak at Santa Monica, Turlings at EA, and St. James at Donaldsonville. So a big part of our schedule over the next couple of weeks. And you see a return, not going to get to the 20. So good job by the East Ascension defense, or special teams, I guess you should say. And that's got to be frustrating for Prairieville because they went down and they had a sustained drive with a bunch of carries and just methodically moved down the field, and then EA one big play, boom, and they got the points.
Yeah. You want somebody to make a tackle, Joe. Give yourself a chance to play another down, another day, as they say. And the pick six, if you just can get him down. The punt return, if you can just get him down. You know, the clock runs, and it gives them less opportunities to score.
Yep. And they get the pass complete to Jackson. Good timing right there from Green to Jackson, past the 20, and he's going to get about 4 on the reception. Excuse me.
Jackson's a good-looking kid for a freshman.
Yeah.
You better watch him for the next 3 years.
Kid's got a great frame, and he's still growing.
Wanted to go back to that extra point. Prairieville sent 2 guys, one off us each side, and they collided with each other.
And you're going to get the penalty right there. As it looked like Gill went to pull a little bit too early.
Well, the one thing that when a guy jumps, he wasn't half-stepping. I mean, he took off and had a pretty good jump, and then he realized, oh, no, I'm the only one moving. But good pull, good passion.
He's usually the center. They got Creel at center right now, and that's going to be a sack right there. Jameer Smith smothers Charlie Green. And so after that nice pass on first down, you get the penalty and the sack, and now they're in big trouble. You've seen that happen a lot tonight. They've been that 3rd and a mile a couple of times.
Yeah, negative plays, Jeff. They don't be surprised. They'll be in the gun right here. Maybe quarterback draw. If they were underneath center, I would tell you fullback trap. That's been a great play for them.
He goes in motion, and they do a little swing, and it was a lateral, and they're throwing it downfield. That's going to be picked. And that might be a pick 6, and it is. That's the 2nd pick 6 on the night. That's DeMarcus Gant. And it looked like they were trying to do the little lateral and then the throw, and Gant gets the score.
Yeah, double pass right there. That's 3rd and forever.
Yep.
And I'm sure anytime you turn the ball over, you'd like to have that play back. I'm sure you'd like to have that play call back.
Right now it's 42-9 with the extra point on the way from Preston Baker. So 2 pick 6s, a punt return, and a long pass that have been a problem here tonight. Just too many big plays. Too many game-changing plays. The extra point is good. It's 43-9, 6:55 left to go in the 3rd. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
43-9.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Spartans Sports Medicine Program: Precision Pools and Outdoors, Parish Engineering, Black Bayou Lending, OxyChem, the RV Shop, Innovative Orthotics and Prosthetics of Louisiana.
Pick 6 and another touchdown for East Ascension. DeMarcus Gant intercepts the halfback pass and goes the distance. And it's 43-9 on homecoming night for East Ascension.
Jeff, Prairieville's got a lot of young kids, and while East Ascension is starting 5 underclassmen on the offensive line, which sounds young, a lot of those guys got some playing time, whereas Prairieville, very few, if any, have any Friday night experience.
Yeah, it's a young team. Even the seniors that they have really didn't see a lot of action on their clubs that they came from before that. That's a Detman on the return, and he gets some decent yardage.
So for young kids to be able to build and be consistent, that comes with, at whether it's high school level, whether it's the college level, the professional level, consistency comes with experience.
Yep.
And the belief that you can do it play after play after play.
And you see the reverse in some room, Smothers, and it's taken down on a leg tackle right there by number 3, Palmer.
Smothers on the carry around the left side, tackled by.
Once again, Smothers normally in the backfield, so good job on the backside by EA.
Second down and 6.
Knowing that Smothers is on the other side, staying home.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. And they're setting up the screen inside, and a good job staying home and reading it. And that was number 46, Jupiter, Zachary Jupiter, who makes a tackle on Smothers, and that doesn't go anywhere. They maybe lose a yard. So it's a third and, I call it a 7.
Third down and 7 from the 31.
It looked like they kind of had it set up a little bit, but Jupiter stayed home and waited for Smothers to come out that backfield.
I'm looking at Prairieville's left tackle, Evan Quibido, a youngster. I think that must be Ty Quibido's.
Yeah, that's a Dutchtown family from back in the day. And the pass is caught by Smothers. Can he break a tackle? He is close. That's going to depend on the spot.
It
looks like a little short.
A little short.
But I've seen it before where the initial spot doesn't stay the actual spot. So we'll see.
I think he's going to go for it, Jeff.
Yeah. See what you're made of right here. They're trying to hurry and catch them off balance, and they looks like they do. It's a first down. Charlie Green on the keeper off the right guard.
The Charlie Tush push.
Mm-hmm. He's a solid kid. He's a smart kid. Does a good job. And he's going to be getting better. He's still young. He's still small, and he's going to get bigger, and he's going to continue to grow with this team. And this is a carry outside, and we got a new guy in the backfield right here for Prairieville, number 11, Cole Dempry. That's the first time we've seen him tonight, sophomore running back. One of Charlie's U.S. history classmates. They have the advantage of having a good teacher. Play fake, and they're going downfield, and this might be picked again, and it's dropped.
Well, one thing that'll help Green, Jeff, is 23, who is Parker Faced. He's a freshman. He's got to learn to turn into a DB.
Yeah.
When the ball's in the air, because similar to the play that threw the pick six early, the first pick six, free safety is deeper than the deepest.
That was the same guy, Mitchell. And they're setting it up again, and he's wide open. Dempry's got a first down, and he's taken down from behind. And that might be a touchdown-saving tackle right there. And it looks like maybe the quarterback is down for a second. He might have to come out for a play because it looked like he got hit hard.
Yeah, but he's up and running.
Yeah, and I think part of the problem was he got taken down and his shoulder pad got caught underneath his jersey. Yeah. Or his jersey got caught underneath his shoulder pad, I guess is the right way to say it. So we're going to get a new quarterback for this play at least. And that's that fake punt guy. And he's going to get about 8. So that's a good job by Skylar Kelly. We saw him with the fake punt pass to Chance Jackson in the second quarter. That led to some points, I believe.
That's 0? I thought it was 9.
No, that's 0.
And they ran the double pass or the reverse pass with him earlier, too.
You're right. That's Dempry. He makes a nice cut. Makes another nice cut. First down.
Kelly only a sophomore. Dempry a sophomore.
Yep.
I don't know how Coach drew it up with you, but hand it to the fullback and he bounces it outside the tackle a couple times.
Yep. Now Charlie Green's back in, and they're going to do the reverse. Cuts inside.
That's Faced.
Faced on the carry.
Gets a few.
Tackled by number 22, Tony Miles.
A freshman. He's a good-looking kid, too.
Yep.
Don't have any height and weight on him.
Freshmen and JV have been a lot more competitive when they have played in their games. Green rolling out. And there's a pass toward the end zone, and it's picked. And that's a good job reading that, and he's got a convoy, and the only guy that's going to catch him is going to be Green, but can he do it? Look at that. Still carries him and will not let go like a dog with a bone. I mean, hey, you gotta admire that. after throwing the interception. There's a flag all the way down there, though, so this may be coming back. At least the return may be coming back, and that's McZeal on the pick.
Was that Green back? Or was that?
Yeah, that was Green.
Green back in the quarterback.
Yep.
Oh, time for me to depart, Jeff.
Yeah, we have another interview to do as we're going to bring in the homecoming queen as they're going to assess a penalty on the interception return, as it's going to be still possession for East Ascension, but we're going to go and turn it over to our royalty for tonight, Miss Olivia Puccio, the homecoming queen crowned earlier tonight for East Ascension High School. So first, let me just say congratulations and welcome.
Thank you so much.
So you sound like you're nervous. You sound like are you nervous or are you excited?
A little bit of both. Mostly excited though.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself before we start talking about all the other stuff. Tell me some things about you at school.
Well, I've grown up in Gonzales my whole life, and I went to Duplessis, then Central, and now I'm at EA, and I love it. The community is just great, and there's literally nothing else like EA, so I've really loved getting involved and, just staying busy.
So tell me about some of the activities that you did, because we hear all these things that everybody's done, and like everybody's got a lot of stuff, but tell me some of the things that you're proudest of that you do.
I would definitely say student council. That has been something I've made so many friends in, and just getting to make an impact at EA.
Yes.
And I've also enjoyed NHS a lot.
What is NHS?
National Honor Society.
I know
yes,
that,
sir. So we get paired with a special needs student, and we're basically their buddy, and just getting to have a bond with them and to make them feel a little bit more comfortable and just having all the fun that they can.
So I always ask this whenever this happens, and I know what your answer will probably going to be. When they called your name, were you expecting it or were you surprised?
I was surprised. I was on a court of so many amazing girls, and everybody had something to be proud of. They were all amazing, and they're so sweet. So I was definitely surprised.
So tell me what's going through your brain right there.
I was just thinking, oh my gosh, there's no way this is happening. It literally felt like a movie.
Well, a lot of times when somebody says that, the other thing that they often say is, oh my God, please don't fall. Were you thinking about that too?
No, I chose the right type of shoes tonight. Okay. I didn't have to worry about that.
Well, that's good. And so you see yourself being queen, crowned queen. As you see it, they're going to try to throw a deep pass downfield, and there's going to be a flag. But Deron McZeal is the king. Do y'all have any sort of friendship or relationship or anything like that? Tell me about him and do you know him at all?
Well, I don't know him personally, but I hear a lot about him through other people, just great things. He's a very friendly guy, and just very well-rounded.
Yeah, and one of the things that I wanted to maybe mention was when we talked to Carrie Minge, and I asked her to tell me about it and tell me about you, and she said, well, I haven't taught her yet or anything like that, but she said that you were a very friendly person that everybody likes. And one of the things that I noticed when you got crowned was that one of the girls on the court seemed happier about it than you were. Who is one of those girls that was out there that was so excited for you? Tell me about that sort of experience.
Well, like I said, I do have a lot of the friends that were on court. I would think it's probably Alasia Hill or Sophia Taro. Alasia has been a great friend of mine ever since freshman year. Again, sweetest soul ever, great singer, great friend. I think she was
the girl in the black. That was the one.
Yes, Alasia Hill. Yes.
Look how excited she is. That's awesome.
Yes, she's so sweet.
If I were on the court, I'd be like, oh, come on, man. I couldn't win, but she seemed like she was genuinely thrilled. So yes. y'all two have a good relationship.
Yeah,
man.
we do.
Well, great. And talk about the game tonight. It seems like it's going pretty well for you guys. Are you into football? Do you watch a lot of football?
I am into football. I prefer college ball, but I do love an EA football game. So.
Okay, and so like you must be really happy about all this stuff that's happening here tonight because it's 43-9. So you got to be really happy about that.
Yes.
So what's the plan for tomorrow night?
I'm just excited. I love dressing up. And I'm excited to, hang out with my friends and have a great time at the dance. So.
Okay, and your future, you talked about you like college.
Yes.
Where are you going to college?
LSU.
You're going to LSU for sure. You're not going to, so you're going to miss the Ole Miss game tomorrow night, but that's okay. You got more important things to do, I suppose. But have you gone to LSU football games, or do you like any of that?
Yes, I actually went against UCLA not too long ago.
That must have been hot.
It was hot.
I went to a game that day too over at UL, and it was so miserable. But you survived, right?
Yeah, we were on the west side, so after about the first couple minutes, we were in the shade pretty much.
Okay, and you stayed hydrated, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. So is there final things I guess I'll ask you, because we're almost running out of time here in the third quarter anyway, but I always give you a chance to thank certain people that you want to thank. So this is your chance. Tell you who you're going to thank out here.
Well, obviously my family. They have supported me. Everything, every goal, every dream that I ever had, they've always been there. And then I would say my best friends, Ella and Elise, and Caroline and Anna Grace, friends from church and friends from school. Again, supportive no matter what. And they're just the kindest people, the most funny people, and they're just great company. And my boyfriend and his friends, again, just supportive throughout everything. So that's all I could ever ask for.
Olivia Puccio, you're doing a great job, and as we see you one more time out there on the field, it's an honor to talk to you, an honor to get to speak with you, and you've done a great job, and you're representing your school very well. So thank you very much for coming out here.
Thank you so much.
So there's Olivia Puccio, and awesome job. And now we got to throw it back to the other guy, unfortunately. And now we're going to bring Patrick back in on the play, as this is probably the last play of the third quarter. So I'm not going to even let you talk right now. I'm going to let you get your breath, because we're going to get to the end of the third quarter as East Ascension gets a couple of scores, and they make it 43-9. Prairieville scored first in this third quarter, but then East Ascension with some big plays, and they got on the board. It's 43-9 into the third. We'll take a break. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
It's game time. That's right. Get ready to rev up, raise the bar. Go from 0 to 100. That's why REV is bringing the speed. Buku speed. High-powered internet speed that tackles every upload, download, and stream. With the most reliable network born right here in Louisiana. All backed by homegrown support. It's time to experience the power of Buku speed. Make the switch to REV. Visit us at letsrev.com.
Welcome back. As you see, the Storm Steppers, that's what they're called on the Prairieville High School side, the dance team. It's 43-9. Jeff Porsche now joined by Patrick Email. I should have let Olivia do a couple of play-by-play calls, because it seems like she is big into football, big LSU fan. So you got to like that. So now here we go. As on, the pass is complete to Dumas.
Of course, she had a headset on, and you could hear it because the microphone, Jeff, I was standing a little bit behind her. Seemed to be soft-spoken.
Yeah. But she seemed really excited, but she didn't want to talk about herself too much, and she didn't want to brag. So she gave a lot of credit to a lot of people, and you got to like that. So it's 1st and 10 from the 20. And the quarterback's going to keep it, cut outside, And Caden Gotro's going to score.
Gotro,
Touchdown, East Ascension, and it's 49-9.
I think he ran behind Martinez.
Yep, look at big 78 behind him. He didn't have to run very far because he made a couple of nice cuts, and then it was all his own. And EA trying to put a 50 spot up.
And Gotro's a senior. Homecoming night, got himself a touchdown.
So they're going to set up for the extra point, it looks like.
Well, I don't see a T.
And now they're going to set up, there it is. Because you had LeBlanc in the backfield with him, and he's not the holder.
Can you see a T on the ground, Jeff?
I don't. Gotro's going to hold. Great shot right there. And it is good, and it's 50-9. So 11:33 left to go in the game. 50-9, EA with the lead. You're watching the Rev game of the week.
Flag.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Spartans Sports Medicine Program. Precision Pools and Outdoors, Parish Engineering, Black Bayou Lending, OxyChem, the RV Shop, Innovative Orthotics and Prosthetics of Louisiana.
Welcome back. It's now 50-9. The penalty on the extra point was assessed against Prairieville, so they're going to kick from the 45, East Ascension is. Next week, our schedule, and of course we talked about the big one, Santa Ma at EA. You and I will be at Dutchtown for Denham at Dutchtown, Prairieville at Live Oak, and then Walker at Shaw. And one score to update. Santa Ma trying to hold on and get the win against Walker. They're up 21-18. So that's a fun one out there at the pit, and I'm sure that they're having fun calling that one. And that's our other game of the week that you can watch on Rev Sports.
Santa Ma needs to get off of 21, though. That's not a good number for them.
Nope. They had the game one against Dutchtown as the kickoff hits the upright and bounces back into the end zone.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct on the extra point.
Yeah.
You can have a T in high school. Back way back in the day, I used to kick off a 1.5 or 2-inch T, and I don't know what the requirements is according to the regulations today, but I know you can have one. East Ascension doesn't use one, so they're able to run that polecat 2-point conversion.
Looked like some early movement on the offensive line.
Negative play, put them behind the sticks.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty. First down and 15 from their own 15.
And what do you do here in a situation like this, Coach, where it was 29-9, and Prairieville looked like they had some momentum going, and they were keeping this game close outside the big plays, and then it gets to 50-9 on a couple of big plays again.
I think it's 29-9.
Look at this first down run, though, before we talk about that. Big play into
trap, Jeff.
Yep, into the East Ascension territory. That's Job Fontenot.
We have an injury, timeout.
So we got an injury. I think that's a cramp. You see that on the 40-yard line on the left side. So what I was saying is, you get a situation like this where it's a close game, and then this is what happens with Prairieville this season. They do some good things, and then what do you do right here when it's starting to just kind of unravel? And what do you tell these kids to keep themselves from getting defeated?
I think you got to play by play. going back to it's 29-9.
Yeah.
Prairieville's got them third and 9, and it. All right, 3rd and 9, and they give up a big play.
Yeah.
And that kind of broke the spirit to a certain extent, and then another pick six, or the first pick six that kind of put the game out of reach to a certain extent.
So you had the injury, and it looked like that was a cramp, and that was Smothers. So
go ahead. You continue to build off of it. Prairieville's had a good half running the football. They can just stay away from the negative plays.
Yeah.
And that was a tremendous run on 3rd and 12, 15.
Yeah, they set up the screen again right here. And Jackson, he makes a nice cut. That comes back inside. He's going to be close to a first down. So there's lots of positives. But on the offense and the defensive side, you get that errant pitch, you get the sack, and then you're in a hole. And then you got the pick sixes. And that's just stuff they cannot overcome. And a deep pass downfield picked off by McZeal. And he's got a lot of blockers up ahead. And good job. 75 and 78 kind of combined. Jackson Creel and Austin Gill.
Yeah, here's the replay right here. Deron is playing center field.
And so
that's his third interception tonight.
Yeah, he's trying to get those guys around the middle of the field, around the hashes, but just overthrows them. And you got the safeties just sitting there waiting for it.
Yeah, well, the quarterback's he's going to learn through 7-on-7 over the next couple of summers. You got to look him off to. If you want to throw right, you kind of need to make your mind up early. Look left. And there's Gotro again, Jeff. But look left, move McZeal toward the left hash, and come back quickly and throw right. But you got to throw it on the line. You can't put any air under it right there. Otherwise, he's going to come back and pick it.
Gotro is doing a good job.
A little different than LeBlanc. A little more fleet of foot, I think. Less of a power back quarterback when LeBlanc's in the game and running it.
So it's 2nd and 3. And I think the right tackle moved early.
Play is long dead.
Well, it's not hard, or I should say it is hard to miss those guys when they move early. They got some beef up front.
Yep. And we've watched Martinez for, it seems like, 7 years, but he's just a junior. But he's been starting since he was a freshman. He's on the left side. He's at 6'7", 300 pounds, number 78. He's at left tackle.
Yeah.
But I think he may be out right now. He may be with a comfortable lead. You don't want to jeopardize an injury to him because he's going to be playing on Saturdays some P4 football in a couple of years. And you have the little lateral. And a good job making the tackle right there.
Gotro to Wilson.
And it's going to bring up 2nd down.
Tackle by number 31, Cade Hebert. Third
so
down,
that's
9 for the Spartans.
A nice tackle. And it's 3rd down and 9 again. Now this game is well in control right now for East Ascension, but this is the down right here, 3rd and long, that Prairieville has not been able to stop tonight. They gave up a touchdown on it in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 9, they haven't been able to get off the field with it. And they're going toward the end zone, and he's gotten past the coverage, and it's a flag. And you kind of had to do that because you had a touchdown written all over that one.
Yeah.
Gotro's pass, intended for number 81.
Can't let the guy get behind you.
Yep.
Flag on the play.
The intended receiver was number 81, Jaden Urson.
Pass interference on the
You got the PI, the DPI.
Did you say Urson?
Yes.
Well, there was an Urson and many of Ursons that played a few miles down the river with some McZeals.
For an SKR construction, first down.
There may be some St. James folks in Ascension Parish.
Maybe making the move. It's a 41-point lead, so if East Ascension gets it into the end zone, you're going to be in that running clock situation.
Yeah. That was third and long again, Jeff.
Yep. And you had to do something right there, because you're probably going to give up a touchdown if you don't get them down. And so you fight another day, and Aaron Williams gets the carry.
And East Ascension is playing a lot of backups right now.
Brody Creel with the stop for Prairieville. 2nd and 10.
So now it's 2nd and 10, 9:24 and running.
You know, in one aspect, East Ascension probably wishes they were up maybe by 31 right now. That way they can, these young guys that are playing for them, they can push a little harder and move a little faster to try to get them in the end zone.
I understand your point. A little lateral again. And a nice move. Inside the 10, flag goes down. That's Jeremiah Wilson on the carry.
Probably holding on East Ascension.
I wouldn't be surprised. You see it. Oh, you got the jersey grabbed right there. That was 81, Urson, the guy who was the intended receiver. That was a great shot right there on the sidelines. That Andre down there. Our usual director.
Yeah, he goes down there when it's nice and cool versus sweating.
Usually we would have Nolan down there, but I believe he's directing the other game tonight. And so he's making a little cameo appearance out there on the field. Andre Chapoy out there on the sideline.
Spotted on the 20-yard line. 2nd and 7.
Got to kind of split up our crews during football season, because we do 2 games a night on Friday when we get a chance. During basketball season and soccer season, oftentimes Andre's going to be up here and Nolan is going to be on the field. And you get Gotro setting up the screen, caught, cut, first down. Jeremiah Wilson.
Yeah, nice job by East Ascension. They've thrown that flare pass a couple of times on this drive. They motion out there, they fake the flare, and then they come back and dump it over the middle. Get Prairieville's defense running against itself.
So now you can get a first down and not score. Ball is about at the 11.5-yard line. And there's another lateral. Waiting patiently and not going to get a lot. Blackburn got about 3.
You know, they intentionally throwing that ball behind backwards, Jeff.
You got the threat of a pass if you do that.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's what they kind of trying to put in their heads.
Yeah, but if you also miss it, it's not a drop ball.
Right. I think they're probably aware of that. Sometimes you see that and they kind of walk away and everybody assumes it's an incomplete pass. You got to be careful with that. I'm sure that the coach, Mathern, is going to probably drill in their heads. If that ball falls, you go run after it. And they're going to run down to 2-1, and we're going to get a timeout. And so we're going to keep it here. And let's go ahead and take a look at the top 10 from the LSWA. As you look at some of the top teams in 5A in the LHSAA, and of course the top team, Ruston, they're rolling again, trying to get a back-to-back state championship. Then you got Edna Carr, Acadiana, Catholic, Neville, Ash at 5-0, Zachary Rummel, John Curtis, and then you got Central and Airline. Airline won a game, what was it, 68-67 a couple of weeks ago. And then Central, they've been rolling ever since this season began.
I don't know if you're the offensive coordinator and you put up 67.
Yeah.
Are you in the D.C. fighting in the locker room after the game? Oh, wow. But not surprising, Central, listening to Louisiana Prep Weekly, those guys talking about Central still trying to get that offense rolling. They had that accident early in the season, and it's affected their offense. But Ruston has played in Arkansas and in Texas. They've run the gamut when it comes to high school football and beat some pretty good football teams from Texas.
Yeah, I think they probably got Army on their schedule at some point. That's the kind of teams that Army usually schedules.
Wow, Jeff, you realize Army has the longest winning streak in the country?
Absolutely. I'm just giving you a hard time as we see the corner turned by Cam LeBlanc. You know I love you, and I'm giving you a hard time.
Yeah. First time since 1945 since Army and Navy have both been 5-0.
Yep. That ought to be a fun one in December.
Well, they are in the same conference, Jeff.
Yep.
And if they play in the conference championship game, that means the week before the Army-Navy game, they're going to play the Army-Navy game.
It's 3rd and inches, and we got a whistle.
Prairieville jumped off sides.
Yep. So that's a first down, perhaps.
Prairieville called for offsides.
So
6:52 left to go.
Wow, what an interesting concept of back-to-back Army-Navy games.
That would be wild, huh?
That's an SKR construction. First down, first and goal.
So first and goal from the 1.
I think they're playing the game in Boston this year.
Interesting. I guess at Gillette. Or whatever they call those stadiums now. And there's a handoff and a touchdown. Aaron Williams with the score.
Aaron Williams, number 4, takes it in for another Spartan score.
As you look at the
senior running back, Jeff, got him a touchdown on. I'm sure the coach knew that. Gave him a hug. Gotro got himself a touchdown tonight. It's always fun on homecoming.
Yep, it's 56-9, so a very happy homecoming night for the East Ascension side.
Set to kick.
Extra point coming from Preston Baker. It is good. So it's 57-9. We're going to keep it here. We're probably going to get into a running clock after the kick. It's homecoming night, and of course we crowned the queen, Olivia Puccio. Maybe we can take a look at the homecoming court one more time and get their shots and look at them and honor them, because I think the game's going to move pretty quickly beyond this point. So you see Presley Kling. There's the queen, Olivia Puccio. Anna Bourgeois, Tyrion Turner, Chloe Bailey, Olivia Rochester. Sophia Tureau, Ava Voyon, Audrey Galindo, Alacia Hill, Cameron Bailey, Miranda Vargas. Heaven Daniel Field, Reese Babin, Lola Faru, Abigail Yamson, Brooklyn Battle, and Hattie LeBlanc.
I had a Heaven in my class last year, Jeff.
As they get to the kickoff, as you see the King, Deron McZeal. So continue your thought.
There's the Heaven on the court, and I asked the Heaven that I had in my class if there was any pressure with the name of Heaven. Do you always have to be an angel?
Well, no, that's Angel's job. That's another one hard name to have, right? Yeah. Angel and Heaven.
Yeah. My mom and dad probably didn't think of those two for me.
No, definitely not. I don't either for you. So you see the queen.
A night she'll remember the rest of her life, be able to tell her kids.
Yep. And the thing I liked about it was that her friend was happier for her than she was. And you see the handoff.
Well, and that lets you know the kids
New quarterback for the Hurricanes,
Well,
15.
all of them
Mason
were deserving because they got nominated. When they're happier for the Queen and the Queen is for herself. Kind of like Dutchtown High having Elise Grow.
Number 77.
Yeah, that was a great interview. We got a new quarterback, Mason Richard, and the ball's on the ground.
Ball went in the air. I think he caught it on the fly, Jeff.
Yep.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Hurricanes.
And
It's still a recovery.
And just shy of the 30-yard line for a first down.
Clock running. Believe we're in running time. We can't prove that theory yet because it's been runs. Keeper, Richard, pushes the line. And so clock continues to run.
First down, Hurricanes.
Richard kind of looks like the LeBlanc version for East Ascension.
He's a sophomore. See East Ascension's band right there a moment ago, directed by Charles Lee.
Cole Dempry on the carry.
So Dempry gets 5.
Number 31 on the tackle.
He seems confident. He's loving tonight. I'm sure what he likes is that when you have a Spartan mascot, you don't have to wear a thick animal costume. You can just put the mask on and be comfortable.
Yes, indeed.
And so it's now going to be third down and about a yard as we now go to 4:44 left to go in the game.
I think Preston Baker is stretching his hamstring out on the sideline. Kicker trying to stay loose.
I believe that's Jacques Gautreau.
East Ascension running in a bunch of young guys, Jeff, 98 and 77. Brandon Lockhart's a junior. And Rowan Jeffrey, the junior, 2D lineman.
So that was, again, on the carry, Jacques Gautreau, number 40. So we have the second block U.S. history trio all been announced here tonight. Got to get Jace Adams in there to complete the full house, I guess. But they're all doing a good job tonight trying to keep this going. Caden Bartholomew on the carry right there. Second and 5, 3:45 left to go. And there's a big carry by Dempry and another first down.
Number 11, Cole Dempry on the carry for a Prairieville first down.
We're not very far away from the end now. And don't forget, after the game, we're going to have an interview from Chris Frank. He's going to talk to Brock Mathern, the victorious coach tonight for East Ascension. And that's going to be Bartholomew. And then afterwards, we'll get the alma mater for East Ascension.
Levy and Melion on the tackle.
Second and 7.
Placed at the 34-yard line.
A lot of times late in the game, Jeff, when you put young guys in there, they run in the base offense. And you haven't seen multiple formations. You've seen a few formations. Ball overthrown.
That pass overthrown, like you said. And the clock running. As you see the replay. Not sure if we'll be able to get him in a shot because we are having the running clock here, but we'll mention one more time since we've talked about the royalty already. Let's recognize one more time the Hall of Fame class of 2024. That's DeAndre Jacobs from the class of 2011. Blake Bursajay from the class of 2005. As Bartholomew gets a first down. Also, the Wall of Fame class of 2024 is Pat and Elijah Goodlow. And so they were recognized at halftime as well, as we now get into 2 minutes. So expect a few more plays, and then that'll be the ball game maybe. But Dempry gets close to the end zone inside the 5. And they're in kind of a hurry up. trying to get more plays in and make sure they get in the end zone before the night's over for a second time. So Dempry and Bartholomew.
Doing a good job. That's a touchdown.
And Dempry scores.
Number 11, Cole Dempry.
So one thing about that drive, Jeff, for the youngsters for Prairieville, no negative plays.
Nope.
And so they were able to stay ahead of the sticks. Now, granted, they're not playing against East Ascension starters on defense, but still, that's an evenly matched two squads.
Yep. They're going to go for 2. And so Richard's going to throw into the end zone and incomplete. I believe that was intended for Nathan Paul. So our score now 57-53 after the touchdown from Cole Dempry. So he'll have something to say when he walks in the second block. So good for him. Glad to see him score.
And they may not get this kickoff in, Jeff.
Yeah, fans are getting up and getting ready to leave. So the clock is running. But Prairieville got the touchdown in. And they've had some positives. They've had some negatives. Still got to work on the big plays. And then get rid of the negatives. The negative plays, that is. And they're not going to get the play off. They're just going to let the clock run out. So that's going to do it for our game tonight. Stick around. We're going to have lots more to talk about. Again, our final score is East Ascension 57, Prairieville 15. So a successful homecoming night for the East Ascension Spartans. In a moment, we're going to have the interview. They have to wait for the handshake first. I see Andre and Chris on the sidelines, and they'll wait. So while we do that, let's what's some things that you can say good about tonight's broadcast?
Well, I think East Ascension, they got to get healthy. Got a couple guys got nicked tonight, and that'll play a big role in their future. And then Prairieville, they can probably pull 30 plays out and just watch those in film tomorrow or Monday when they see it and talk about the positive things and the success they've had whenever they didn't have to have overcome negative plays.
So we see them ready to go as the coaches are on the other side and just waiting for the winning coach tonight, Brock Mathern. Again, our final score 57-15, and I see that they've gotten a hold of him. They're just going to wait for everybody to kind of clear out, and they're just about ready.
It'll be an interesting game next week with Sanamo and EA.
And let's go to the interview.
What do you think about this game today?
I thought we played well. I think the kids came out ready to play. You know, we tried to focus on us and getting better. Not really looking at the scoreboard or the opponent, just what we got to do to get better. So I'm proud of them. I thought we got better today. We got a tough stretch down the road, so you know, we got to get back to work tomorrow morning.
And how are you going to carry this momentum into next week's game?
I think anytime you can win 2 in a row, momentum and confidence happens. And that's something we haven't done all year, and we finally got that accomplished. So back at 500, 3-3. We got the toughest stretch of our schedule coming up next. So big rivalry game next week. We're excited for it.
Thank you so much.
No, thank y'all, man. Thank you.
And that will conclude our interview, and a great job out there from EA TV, Chris Frank, talking to Brock Mathern, the successful winning head coach tonight. 57-15 is our final score. Now stick around because we're moments away from the alma mater to be played by the East Ascension Band. There we go. also the alma mater from East Ascension. And we'll take a short break, and we'll come back and wrap things up. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
It's game time. That's right. Get ready to rev up, raise the bar. Go from 0 to 100. That's why REV is bringing the speed. Buku speed. High-powered internet speed that tackles every upload, download, and stream. With the most reliable network born right here in Louisiana. All backed by homegrown support. It's time to experience the power of Buku speed. Make the switch to REV. Visit us at letsrev.com.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
Mark your calendars for the first annual City of Gonzales Fall Fest. Join us on Sunday, October 27th at the Price of Law Pace Center from noon to 4 p.m. Enjoy a fantastic range of free fall activities and be entertained by the soulful sounds of Jamel Richardson. It's an event full of fun and music that you won't want to miss. From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
We're REV Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. REV Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Welcome back to the Rev Game of the Week. Again, our final score, East Ascension 57, Prairieville 15. And Pat, do you have any updates from the Santa Ma Walker game?
33-18, 3 minutes left to go. Santa Ma, no hangover for the Gators.
And this time they're going to close it looks like.
After the tough loss last week to Dutchtown, I know East Ascension fans don't like talking good things about Santa Ma. It'll be a heck of a football game next week, I think, Jeff.
And speaking of the game next week, let's look at the upcoming game of the week schedule to wrap things up for tonight. Santa Ma IDA, the game in Ascension Parish. That's going to be part of our game of the week schedule. As we're going to be at Dutchtown, though, because we always do 2 games when you got a couple of games here in the parish. So we're going to get Denham at Dutchtown. And Jimmy Frederick will have the honors of doing the Santa Ma EA game. I've been doing it for a lot of years. I guess I'm going to give somebody else the good game that week, or the keynote game that week, I guess. In 2 weeks, Live Oak at Santa Ma, and then Turlings at East Ascension. And then you also got St. James at Donaldsonville. Live stream on Rev Sports 1 and Rev Sports 2. Just follow all those asterisks and you can figure it out. And if you can't, watch the replay Sunday nights and Wednesday nights. And then the other ones are also on Sunday, Wednesday. So lots of chances to see these broadcasts. Pat, we're going to see you next week. So good job, Coach.
Enjoyed it.
All right, we'll see you next week over at Dutchtown. But, of course, we're going to have the big one next week as well. For Patrick Email, for Andre and Lyle and Courtney and our entire crew, thanks for watching. You've been watching the Rev Game of the Week.